front of the cameras, Len. You can do this. Darwin. Sarah. I'll be home soon. I promise. That's not Simon's car. Oh, no, 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 no. Right. He's probably fine, he's probably fine. He's just gone doing something down in the row. Fine, Ricky, fine, Goldman. He'll be fine. Try the radio. This is Len calling in. I notice different car in Simon's spot. Is he moved? What the hell are you doing?
Just putting some water cube at some bait and trying to fish out some, you know.
You're right, I got other things to deal with. Best of fucking luck. Right, not many more. Usual. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can't be feeling itchy like a time like this. Come on. Fuck you. Oh, come on, Lane, not many more. Where's that fucking... I know it's in here somewhere. Got this shite. There we go. Slow that down. I swear, if that boy's done anything... No Ricky on the radio? Well, that's not altogether surprising. For God's sake, get out of my fucking... What's the matter with you? Here we go. Fucking... Be good, alright. Mr. Goldman! Mr. Goldman, you about? Should be trying to take off. I need a fucking answer soon. I've got a meeting at 1:30. Alright. I'm not going to talk to my hand much, but if it's fucking... If it's too loud or too quiet, I've had to reinstall fucking everything. So I'm going to need you to let me know, computer in my head. Alright. Oh, crap, there are chunks in it. Oh, not many more, not many more. Ricky, Manu, are you about? No, and then they're not turned on their bloody radio. Let's keep an eye out. swear to God, I am not hidden security for 24 hours. 24 fucking hours. Hello? Simon? Ricky? Oh, check my computer. Oh shit, that's Blaine's fucking recording. Better take that out. Fucking, alright. Close that fucking down. Nothing. Emails. Hey Sean, this is Len. Have you had eyes on Simon at all? What? Right. Aye, thanks. Any chance you've seen Ricky, or is he still... Oh, fuck it, I'll find him myself. Thanks, man. Aye. Oh, you stupid boy. Fucking... princeling piece of shit, I'm gonna skin you alive. Oh, where the fucking hell? You know... Fuck it, I'll check Trident. Who we got? No, he's checked in, so... I'll check the office one more time. No. Do you know what? Fuck it, manual pin. Nah. Maybe there's something in the launch pad. What was that? Hey, you seen Ricky or Manu about? Have they run past this morning?
No, sir. No, they're present right now.
Understood, thank you. Who the fuck are we hiring nowadays? Just catch birds with it. Should have come back from the fucking row. Been out of security has its perks. Override. Hello? Simon? Simon? If you're in here, I was just worried about you. Didn't override on the lock. That bed looks dangerously not slept in. That bed looks definitely not slept in. Right. Shite. We've got a fucking war to fight, Simon. Haven't figured out how many yet, but we got at least one. Try again. What's the damage? Manu, Ricky, Len. It's Leonard reporting in. I know what my own bloody name is. Where are you guys? Fucking hell, I'm scrambled. She's more running about in the morning than I've tried for a while. Everyone's bloody missing. Everyone.
Must have been. I did see Monu pass over there. He went all the way to the centre, sir.
Aye, right, thanks.
No problem.
Korgak, what the... Do you know what? I've got better problems to ask. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
No, I didn't.
I, notice...
It's not funny.
Sorry, morning.
Hey!
I noticed...
Leonard.
I noticed Simon's car is not there. I noticed his bed's not
Where
overly
the fuck have
slept
you
in.
been?
It's been an ordeal.
we gotta
I'll talk
talk
about
about
it
that.
later. Aye, what's happened?
Yeah. We have a lot of catching up to do.
maybe-
Maybe we should have it in the tower.
Aye.
Ricky can fill you in on what happened.
Are you two not on the radio? I've been trying to get hold of you.
Oh.
Nope.
I just woke up, you know, moving the sleepy sand out of my rat eyes.
Aye, no, I understand. Listen, let's get up to the office.
Testing, testing,
Aye, gotcha.
testing.
Aye, no, it's coming through loud and clear.
Alright.
Alright.
I just gotta grab something from the lab real quick and I'll be
Bring
right
you
back.
loud and clear, Monu.
No worries.
This isn't the lab. This is the lab.
Hey, get off the radio! Wait, who is this?
It's one of our guards. He's down there fishing, don't
Oh.
ask.
Okay.
This is your guard, sir.
Fucking...
Before you go in, there you go.
Korgak, what is it?
I've been meaning to discuss with you very quickly. Can I have 30
even
seconds
wanna
of your
see
time?
me.
We're in the
Fuck
bit...
you too.
Korgak, I'm sorry, but we're in the middle of a bit of a situation right now. I've got a meeting in the Union Tower in about 15 minutes. Heads of security, can I catch you afterwards? Sound
If
like
I'm not busy by then, but
Aye, what was the
make sure to
topic?
fill me in of... Oh, I was gonna ask about the fella you wanted me to look into, if you had gathered any more information. I
Aye,
plan on speaking with him soon.
Ricky, which way did you go?
sorry. I gotta be off, but we'll have a chat. Aye, I'll
Bigger-
see if I can catch you. Thanks,
Bigger
Korgak.
fish. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Goldman's not in. Huh.
Oh, I'm not the only one to mention that.
Where is he? I
Goldman.
don't think he's here. I think he's in the other office.
Ricky, yeah, he said he was grabbing something from the lab. Manu, he said he was grabbing something from the
what?
lab.
Oh,
he
he did?
not?
Oh,
Aye.
I guess we're gonna... Okay, well...
You said Goldblum was missing on the radio. I noticed he wasn't about earlier. It might be
Yeah.
probably off on some sort of deal or something, knowing him.
Yeah,
Still,
maybe.
it would be good if it was present at a time like this. I've got a meeting in 15 minutes and I can't really bloody miss it.
What meeting is that?
I put an email around heads of security last night. I want to make sure we got a uniform plan for how we're dealing with the Xeno situation. Lots of people tossing
figures.
around
I
a
never
lot of
checked my
ideas.
email.
Want to make sure people get on the same sort of wavelength. Well, you've seen the thing yourself, have you not? Might be worth having you along if you're not otherwise
Yeah.
engaged. I understand Goldman had you and Ricky set out on other missions.
Well, we might have to put priority on something else, but I'll have to run it through Mr. Ricky before that.
Aye, understood.
If I'm not required,
Nah,
you know what I mean.
Well, hopefully if you can keep your story short, we should be onto it in no time.
Okay.
What's this about short stories?
is it.
I'm full of them.
Aye, well that's great and all. I've got a meeting in 15 minutes about the war effort I can't really miss, so we best hop off. I'm sure you've got stuff to go on to
Or maybe we should come to that too. We probably know more about the war
It's up
effort
to
than
you.
most other companies here.
By all means.
Eh,
It's up to you.
alright. Let's go. All right. Well, first things first, it has come to my attention Mr. G may not be around today, so I will be filling his shoes as the big rat who makes all the rules.
Aye, sir.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, there's a lot to go over, probably more than 15 minutes worth. So maybe let's start with the bullet points. I'm sure you are aware that yesterday we came into possession of a piece of the alien
Aye, I've
that
seen
we
the
recovered
footage.
from the Golden Lance. Right. Well, we did an operation pretty much with every other corporation in town, except for, I guess, for Nirvana. Well, no, Nirvana was there. It was, I guess Quixote wasn't. Whatever.
Points.
Anyway, we got this thing to the arena in Mars. We put up a lot of, surveillance and other scanning technologies and whatnot. And before we were able to test whether or not we were able to contain it, it managed to break out of containment. And thankfully, we'd already set up the contingency plan to blow it the fuck up.
Right.
And also put a radar jammer so it can't radio back to, what sits upstairs. It worked out, all things considered. We learned quite a bit about how to fight it, what sort of weapons are effective.
Aye.
And also that it takes a whole fucking, apparently, platoon to take down just one.
I got a rundown from Quixote and Atlantis boys who were on the scene. They told me the thing spoke, is that correct?
It did.
That
I
would
also
match
got
up with
word
the,
that it
footage
apparently
from the
was able to
Retribution.
communicate telepathically with certain individuals, specifically those magically attuned.
Right.
Which is not great.
Did you get something?
I did not, but I know it apparently made contact with a Talaris representative.
Right. Okay, so what did we learn? What happened? What's the next step?
We learned cryo weapons had to be relatively effective, as well as magic. Although it seemed to be adapting even while we were fighting it and building its own resistances to not be affected as much by such things.
Right, you said the radio signals
Thankfully-
managed to jam it. How were you able to verify that?
Exactly. Well, because we have a copy of its readings, actually. And we were seeing what it was trying to get out. Apparently our jammer barely withstood the amount of energy it was putting out, but it did. So we have
Right.
kind of a transcribed, writing of its language in its attempt to reach the hive mind. Which,
Right.
Could be valuable if
Boffins
we had
have
the
been
time
alert.
and the right code breaker to break that down.
Aye, time.
But
Have Sinidi given us any update
time
on
is of the essence.
how soon it is that we're expecting visitors, so to speak? I'm sure they've been monitoring it.
But then again, Quixote's the one that told us, and they also just kind of dropped it offhandedly. They said 5 days, and that was like 2 days ago. So.
All right, great. I feel much better now. So Goldman tells me something about some sort of gloop cryo gel. Is that right?
Right. In the subsequent meeting, a bunch of the heads and myself basically discussed what we could do to, actively prepare for this thing with the knowledge we just gained. One of which was working with Quixote on their cryo weaponry and potentially leveraging some of the leftover samples we have of the Gloop project.
Right.
The self-replicating organism.
I'll remember
The
him.
idea being if we can make a self-replicating cryo weapon, it would be able to have a chain reaction and kind of chain across a life form instead of just being, a one-off explosion with a radius. I
Right,
believe,
so
was
we're
the
hoping
idea.
to freeze the whole fleet. This thing's capable of withstanding deep space temperatures. Does it seem to need heat
That's
or
what I
some
said.
sort of thing?
I said space is cold, and they said that's actually a misconception, Ricky. And I said you're a misconception.
I don't think it is, no.
You know.
But particularly if it came from deep space, as we are so often told. But, well, if that's what the boffins think, who am I to say otherwise?
Right.
Do
Well,
you have any idea
all
where
I know
Simon
is that was floated. That's the other
Yeah,
thing.
about that.
So, well, again, this is probably longer than a 15-minute conversation, but Simon, at some point after our little journey, I guess, let's say, with the alien,
Aye.
seemingly came back to our lab, and without checking in with any of us, went into the lab and attempted to shut down the stasis field, keeping the alien there.
No. Was he under the influence? Did you think this thing had infected him in some way?
I was going to ask
or-
you. You know the guy better than I do. Is there any reason he might be trying to free an alien in the middle of the upper city?
I can only... You remember he turned back up again? And he's had that fucking scar on the side of his head, some sort of surgery or something like that. Well, the man's a fucking food compliance officer. He's been gathering weapons, going on missions. I got a feeling he might not be all there. Well, yesterday I found out he'd given, HQ access permissions to a fucking vending machine down on the row. I don't need to tell you what would happen if the rebels got hold of that fucking thing. We need to take him in for questioning.
You did what now? You gave HQ
access codes
to a vending
machine. I intended to ask him about it thoroughly next time I saw him. However, it appears that that is not the case. Do we have any idea where he's gone? Surely he didn't just...
Well, here's the thing. After this breach of security and trust, we did a scan on him and confirmed what you just mentioned about this head scar. He has a certain brain damage. To what degree, we don't really know, aside that it seems to be progressing.
Right.
Now, until we could get this all sorted out, I ordered him onto house arrest. And that's where things get sticky.
Right.
We had one of our guards escort him into his apartment under watch until we can review exactly what happened and talk with him firsthand.
Right, and he went along with that.
He did. But upon checking in with our systems this morning, it's come to my attention that there is video footage of him shoving said guard off of the ledge of the upper city.
Yeah, he did.
An attempt of murder.
Okay,
He has
you know
fled
what? You want me to
in
go
a car.
after him or what? Okay, I'm ready to go.
Look, we're getting to that. I'm just sharing the facts right now. Thankfully, the drone system of the city, the guard on there plummeting to their death, remembered the drone code and was saved. I actually got a letter of resignation on my table this morning, which is
What?
kind of
He survived.
That's kind of sad.
yeah. But
Well, to be fair, it fucked me up as well. But it's, well, right, okay, so we're gonna need to reconvene on that. Listen, I gotta be heading off very shortly. What are you lads gonna be doing today? Are you gonna be about to talk to about this further, or, what's going on?
there's a lot to chase down regarding this Simon situation, and
Well, I
be
mean, if
honest,
that's
I'd
the
like
case,
you to
we're
be
going after him, aren't
on
we?
point with it.
Aye.
I mean, of course, we're gonna find him. But I
Do you
don't
want him
believe
dead or
Simon...
alive? I prefer him dead.
Manu.
Dead.
There's no way he was acting alone. We need
Oh, man.
information.
He's a liability now.
He is. You're right about that.
This looks bad, particularly at this stage of the presidential race. If we're trying to seem solid for the rest of the corps involved, seeing someone like that go rogue is bad news. We need to act fast on whatever this is. Manu, I
That's
am
what I'm saying.
more than willing to go with you to sort him out. I just need half an hour for
Well-
this meeting. It is. And we need to show a face.
Well, why don't we all
Sure.
go? Oh, I don't see why not.
Aye,
We all make an
After all,
appearance.
It's all up to your call, Mr. Ricky.
aye.
Yeah, I'd like to see what the other companies are doing regarding the alien. It seems to be
sure.
where we're doing most of the organization.
It is a heads of security meeting, but seeing as you have encountered the beast frequently, I am told it might be worth having you on side. Fair enough then. I guess we best be off. Meeting starts in 4 minutes. It'd be good to
Sure thing.
set the scene, so to
Union
speak.
Center.
Aye, that's the one. Neutral ground. Hopefully the reminder of last time the corps won a war will put something of the spirit of cooperation in people's mind. Right, well, we best be off then. Let's hopefully keep this brief, get a plan going, and hunt down Simon, I guess.
Sorry. Why don't you lead the way?
Aye, will do. Oh.
Today is gonna be a bad day for Simon, that's for sure.
Aye, that it is. A bad day all around. There's gotta be another way. Simon, you fucking idiot. If you don't have brain damage, I'm fucking giving it to you, boy.
I'll run ahead and get that.
Aye, thanks.
Passing by to say that they have a meeting in like 30 minutes.
Yeah. You have a fishing rod lodged into your neck.
I'm aware, sir. I've been told by, or tasked by upper management to fish around the balcony over there for some spirits and a lost card.
Right, okay. I'm going to the tower.
I think we... The lost card was the tree.
Come on, Lane. Think you can't let Simon die, not now. If they get him down and torture him, he's gonna blab everything he knows. If he didn't have the constitution for this to hold still for 5 minutes, you think he's gonna hold up under a fucking chair? Oh, come on. Korgak, I am going to fucking skin you. Good morning. Conrad, thank you for coming.
Good morning. Of course, and Nirvana's just stepping back for a bit.
Aye, it turns out we'll be expecting Ricky and Manu as well. I can't say I'm too pleased about it, but at the same rate, they have seen this Xeno quite a lot. Seems like everyone wants to get
Well, if they
involved.
have some important information, then...
Aye, well, here's hoping. That's a new face.
I've seen it around.
Aye. Good morning there, please come in.
Good morning,
You're with Mars, I take it, from the side
Good
on.
morning.
gentlemen.
It's Ricky time. It's Ricky
Morning.
time.
Aye.
I'm sorry.
It's Ricky time.
Hey all.
Good morning, thank you
Nice to meet
for
I don't know you.
coming.
You are?
I am Ricky, the Red. Who are you?
Hello Ricky, I'm head of security for Nirvana. My name's David. I believe I've already met you, Crow.
Those ears.
That is your lordship, if you forgot so
Lord Kirk. No mistake.
Lord.
I will forgive you this.
And Damien's here as well. Well, looks like this is going to be a fucking... Anyway.
Mr. Conrad,
Come on,
Mr.
around.
Leonard,
Morning.
Blade brother,
Good morning.
Diplo Rat,
How you doing?
Mr.
David. David Walker, head of security, Nirvana. This is Alice.
Dr.
We have
Bubbles.
about 16 brownies
Don't
here,
remember his
so
name.
free for all.
Yes!
Oh,
Brownies!
one,
Right.
two.
Maybe later, maybe later.
One, please only take one.
Now this is my kind of meeting. The Galactic Union stepping it up.
Alright, cool.
Right, okay, so we got
that.
WOTO, Nirvana,
Okay, thanks.
Atlantis, Talaris,
What?
Mars over there. I'm just counting who had
handle
heads.
the
I'm just
call
counting heads. Zenidi. Looks like we're on here.
What? Is these brownies poison?
Let's,
We missing Mr. Craver?
I believe so. Kyoto seemed conspicuously absent. I don't suppose anyone's had any connection with him on the way.
Anything, you'll be fine.
It wouldn't do to,
I could potentially go and try and find him.
if you're happy
It's
for...
impossible.
Already contacted Kyoto. They should
It's
be on their
impossible.
way.
They just arrive whenever... Precisely when they mean to.
They feel he's suitable. Aye, well...
Well, Craver's...
God. Man,
if you'd like, I can go back to
Craver's like the only
Kyoto
one
and
that I
try to
know
grab
that
him
actually.
again.
Can you go over to Kyoto and ask for
Leonard,
Craver, please?
at this time you're going to receive a ping on your device. It is Mr. Reynolds asking
He's
for
the
a
only
live
one that you
audio
can
feed
actually
of your
depend
meeting.
on in Kyoto, I would have to say.
Ooh, more Kyoto shade. Who else wants to throw Kyoto shade?
Confirmed. Letting you through.
Have some, Ricky?
Yeah, I don't know. You see, I would throw shade at them, but I just don't talk to them because they're never around, so I have no shade to throw.
Can't throw shade on something that casts no shadow.
Exactly.
Ancient proverb.
Right.
Cool. Are they like a
Is that a
ghost?
spell too?
Is
I'm
that
kind of
the
worried.
dance
When you start
thing?
rhyming, things get pretty weird.
True. Yes, that was almost. I almost destroyed the whole room. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Be careful.
gotta chill out.
Listen, you didn't see if I was bracing for it. So...
Alright. Looks like the latecomers arrive.
Oh, there's
There he
Kyoto.
is.
Hey, Grover.
Right.
Welcome, Kyoto. We were just talking about you.
Oh, wonderful.
Disgusting.
Welcome.
Well, in that case, we may as well crack on. I thank you everybody for answering my summons. We are here today to talk about a particularly grave matter, one that affects us all. If you're in this room, I take it you have already come to the decision that you wish to protect your holdings and investments on Corvanis 3
Wait.
and Anna.
Who are you? You're leading this? Aren't you part of them?
I am
WOTO
indeed.
has security.
I summoned this.
Who brought us here?
Sorry, got it.
Arranged
I
this
forget.
summit.
No thousands of people, the whole thing.
I understand entirely, sir. Even so, with that aside, we are here today to collaborate on what we're going to do about this Xeno threat. We gathered here today in the Union Tower, a site that is a testament to the Corp's last great victory, last time they overcame a combined force. It is my hope that these chambers elicit the same spirit of cooperation within you all today.
Whoa, spirits.
Aye, thank you, Ricky.
Alright.
So, I suppose we may as well do a bit of a round table. I'm sure you've all got your own independent plans. Ricky, if we start and proceed around to the right, if everyone just gives their piece on what's going to be what they plan to be doing, we can then see if we can coalesce those plans into something a little bit more uniform, and then have a little bit of discussion leaning towards a final vote at the end, if that is suitable for everyone.
Good thing.
Aye.
Yeah, let me put on my loud voice. Okay. So far WOTO has assisted Saniti in bringing in a sample of the aliens from the Golden Lands, which as of yesterday, we tested and did some kind of scans on it in the Mars Arena. It went pretty well, all things considered. It did break out, which was not great, but we did contain it. And we were able to actually have a copy of its radio jamming pattern. As in, we had a radio jammer that was gathering what it was trying to put out to radio back to its hive mind. And we have a copy of that in case we have anyone skilled in decryption that would like to look into that. Otherwise, we were kind of keeping it locked up because we don't necessarily want to, get that information out accidentally. So, that's step one. Number two, we found all the things that it's potentially weak to, including cryo-weapons, which is Kyoto's specialty, or one of them, I don't really know what the hell you guys do. So, we talked with, the rest of our team, and we have a piece of an organism that is self-replicating, and we believe could actually be of service if we were to parent it to a kind of cryogenic weapon. Maybe we could have kind of a chain frost sort of thing, where it goes off and then it keeps freezing everything above a certain temperature. I don't know, just kind of spitballing, but that's more your guys' field. So that's one thing we could do on that front. On the other front, WOTO's been looking into the spirit work with Talaris, specifically regarding the volcano, and what can be done to recruit the spirits to better defend the planet from alien attack, if you know what I mean. That's about it.
Thank you, Mr. Reclette. Conrad from Atlantis, the floor is yours.
Well, as far as Atlantis goes, we've been trying our best to keep this alien threat and everything hushed from the public perception, so there's no crisis. No one's going off the walls about everything. As far as Atlantis goes, we are trying to gather the best information that we can about this alien threat, whether it be through past sightings or just going trying to find new things. That's pretty much as far as Atlantis goes. We've been trying to partner with some corporations and trying to better put out this, how should I say this, planning. So any
At this point, Mr. Conrad, your phone would begin to ring in front of everyone. It's Mr. Reynolds requesting speakerphone.
Can you at least turn it off?
Oh. Sorry.
Good day, everyone. My name is Mr. Reynolds. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Atlantis Corporation on the galactic level. If I understand correctly, I believe... Hey! Damien, how you doing? Good to see you! Well, as much as you can through a phone. Still a little weird, right?
Yeah.
Keeping it real. Good.
The fuck is it?
Listen, all right, we're going to cut to the chase. Atlantis has a system called the Perseus system. It's microsatellites. I've already told Mr. Goldman about it. There's some things we could possibly utilize it for. It's a network of just, like I said, microsatellites. We can use it potentially to funnel in this alien threat towards a planet at a specific location. It's already been gobbling up some of these sites on the way here. I figure it might work as bait. That's the first thing on the table. The second thing is Atlantis has been securing a large ground military force on world. So, what I'm going to do with Atlantis is we're going to prioritize helping with the ground defensive operations. Yeah, I clearly know more than I should, given that I'm not technically here. But rest assured that Atlantis has everything covered on the ground level. We will keep you informed of what we need in order to maintain ground level security during the engagement. Thank you.
Well, surprise, Mr. Reynolds there.
Thank you.
In that case, if there is nothing further, Mr. Ludovic Talaris, I do not know who wishes to speak for your
Sorry,
corporation.
do you mind if I interrupt? It might make more sense for us to go first, because we have some new info on this thing.
If there
Just
is no
before we start making any
protest from
plans.
Talaris. In that case, the floor is yours,
Yeah, we got
David.
a whole thing. Go nuts, man.
Alright. Cool. Alice, do you want to fill everyone in on what we knew before today, before I go into that?
Alright. So, before today, we thought we knew, or we knew that this thing was capable of sending waves and was weak to fire, cryo, and magic. However, with new information from our scans that we processed in Nirvana last night, we've also found that this thing can evolve in the blink of an eye. Which means it can become resistant to what we throw at it. Which means my recommendation for this is finding a way to one shot and the whole thing's gone.
Oh, that's
because
great.
this thing will develop very quickly and counter with it. So if we don't take it out within minutes, it will be able to kill us.
Right.
Backup plan. If it does land on worlds, it can communicate via radio, as we've discovered, but we know what kind of frequencies it uses. So if we, worst case scenario, major planet-wide infection, if we lock down the entire planet radio-wise, it might not be able to communicate and evolve.
I actually think that it can evolve its radio frequency as well, because I don't know if we've
Probably.
looked at what it was trying to send out yesterday as compared to the data that Mars has in their system 10 days ago. Because this thing matched a corporate frequency 10 days ago.
You're saying we need like a global radio jammer.
That's what I'm saying.
Likely bigger than that.
Oh, you'll have. I've got
That
good
sounds
news on
like
that front.
an Atlantis or cute, I think. Yeah.
If it communicates via radio and we scramble every frequency, it will probably eventually learn another way to communicate with itself, but it might slow it down.
This could very well slow it down.
Itself.
I would recommend whoever is going to be working with the radio data contact Mars about the one from 10 days ago and see if the frequency has changed any.
Atlantis volunteers for that. We'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Are you still on speakerphone?
Absolutely.
I am absolutely still on speakerphone.
What's up,
Put
Terrence?
acoustics in there.
All right.
So yeah, long story short, whatever we use against it, it'll learn pretty quick. So carry on.
Thank you, Nirvana. If I could remind other colleagues at present to keep questions until after the initial findings have been reported. Telaris, the floor is yours.
Yo.
All right.
Thanks, boss.
so-
All right.
I was gonna make one note and then you can take over. They do
Okay.
have another form of communication. They can speak into your minds. Telepathy and such.
Fantastic.
Right.
You good?
Go ahead.
Boys, time to save the world. Okay, so Telaris is working on a bunch of stuff. We are in partnership with the head researcher Luca over at Mars and the big awesome dude right there. What's your name?
Must I remind you, Sorcerer Supreme?
Well, it's a very long name. Do you have like a cool title I can refer to you as?
Lord Croak.
Lord Croak. Okay, that's how metal Mars names are, Lord Croak. Okay, so we're working with Lord Croak, we're working with Luca. We are building a tactical nuclear weapon ensconced in a magical enhancement thing. Is the official research term in field. Yep, field's better than thing.
right.
Good. Okay. So the idea of this is going to be a nuclear weapon which detonates. Magic catches the explosion and expands it. Technology and magic don't mix, but magic can always be used to enhance through a technique called meta magic, and initiates can be used to enhance an explosion. The resulting effect will accomplish the one shot that Nirvana has found out. However, it has some problems. Number one, it doesn't work in space. If we're going to detonate this thing, it has to be in Leo or it has to be on the ground. Number two, we've got to get it to the hive mind, which means we need to figure out where to put it in the hive mind. And number three, we need to stop the hive mind from stopping us, which might be a Kyoshi thing. So we're going to need everybody to, once this weapon is made, we're going to need everybody to figure out how to actually get it there and detonate it. If we detonate it, it will kill the thing. But there's a lot of stuff leading up to that we haven't figured out. So we're making the bomb with Mars. We'll have that done in time. Big project. Then we're working directly with WOTO to get the spirits aligned, though that's still kind of an iffy thing. Not really sure yet if we're gonna be able to do that. I gotta meet with Ricky offline here and see if that's it just kind of depends on our interaction with that thing. Telaris has worked with spirits for a long time. I'll be going myself to try to negotiate with it, and I'm the leading researcher on spirits, so we'll see if that works. And then in other news, we'll be supporting Atlantis' ground force with Where the Hell Is My Guy? That's why he was here. Well, there's a really cool looking guard right there that casts spells and stuff. We're putting our high threat response mages to support Atlantis' ground effort. Hopefully Mars and Kyoto will put their standing militaries as well, with Soniti air support. And then we'll have a pretty damn good army to go up against them as well. That's everything from Telaris. Questions? Or can I do questions or no?
I will hold those till afterwards if you don't mind. If possible, I would like to concede the floor to Mars.
Okay, giant bomb, spellcasters, and spirits. You're up.
Greetings, my fellow executives on Corvallis 3. It is a pleasure to meet you all at last. At least the important ones. Mars is in cooperation with Telaris in constructing the bomb, as our Sorcerer Supreme has kindly informed us of. But there's one thing that we must need done immediately. Luca, head of research and development at Mars Corporation, cannot do anything without materials. This bomb has not been started in its construction, for we are an inadequate supply. As I understand, we are going to Soniti and Atlantis' cooperation into the wasteland. It is there that we will be performing our scavenging operation on the Golden Lands. I assume we will have your support?
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought we were a glass in the thing.
They decided otherwise, Ricky.
We have a ship on standby, but we haven't glassed yet.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, please do. That place sucks.
I have nothing else to add. Quixote.
Let's hear some
Alright, then.
Sneedy going ahead.
Am I up?
If
I'm waiting for him.
if
Tell me.
Coyote are conceding the floor, you are next on the arranged agenda.
All right.
Are you prepared and
Gotcha.
happy for Sinidi to speak first?
What the hell?
Sounds good. I just want to make sure I wasn't interrupting anybody.
We'll go last.
Sounds good. All right. Name is Blaine Penn, head of security for Sanidi. Basically, a lot of people covered a lot of things that we know because we've been doing work in tandem with a lot of you different guys. I guess update for Mars and Talaris mostly. We have been rigging up a few ships that will be able to handle the weapon, so we're making sure that the deployment bays are going to be to spec and be able to deploy that weapon properly. That is very important. We don't want this thing blowing up at the wrong place, the wrong time, because that would be catastrophic. So we got that in the works right now. Other big thing, the radio frequency stuff. We actually are working, and I believe later we have some meetings with Quixote and also Atlantis. We're going to be deploying using the large radio tower out in the wasteland to deploy pretty much what you guys were mentioning earlier, a massive jammer. So if it does touch down, we can basically, it's not going to kill it, but it's going to slow it down a bit. So it's basically going to be a massive, absolutely ridiculously powerful and extremely obnoxious radio frequency jammer. So at least it's going to make it very hard for this thing to talk for a little while until it has to figure itself out. So it should at least kind of hinder it a bit. You can only imagine what it would be like landing on some planet you've never seen and then getting basically screamed at in your ear non-stop forever. So that would be very annoying. So that's the idea. Try to make it hard for it to figure out its plans. It should stall for enough time for us to try to figure out what we're doing. Other big thing to note, we have like we said with the Lance, we have a few ships that are currently waiting with cryo bombs, so we can turn things into popsicles if we need to, because we have been told that's like the most efficient weapon we know of currently. So if we have to popsicle something, tell us, and we will. All right, we're working together. So if you guys have a target and you can, show to Sanidi this is a target that needs to die, please turn it into an icicle. We will do so.
Right.
So just let us know. We're on standby for that. Other than that, the space operation stuff that you guys were talking about, trying to get it here, you come to us, we'll give you whatever best ships we got. We'll make sure we get this taken care of.
This is a
And that's all Sanidi has for now.
I also have to make a comment with information.
Good.
This thing adapts.
Yeah,
You saw
we
it
talked
yourself.
about that. Yeah, we got
Thanks,
it.
bud.
You missed
So
it.
after you freeze it, it's not gonna work after that.
Well, yeah, that's why we freeze all of the thing that's here. It won't be able to communicate.
You gotta radio jam that first.
Yeah, that's the idea. We're trying to get the radio jammer for that
Yeah.
reason. Yeah, that's
You
the goal.
missed vital information. I advise you stop
Polaris.
interrupting.
People.
If all is
Right,
well,
exactly.
unknown intruder, I assume you are with Sinidi. We will be holding questions and discussions after the round table has concluded. Please concede the floor to
Yeah,
Quixote.
this is
I
just so
have
you
a
guys know, that's
suggestion.
Horizon. He runs the radio tower down there, so we like absolutely need him, but that's who he is. Just so you're aware. of
Horizon,
who he is.
let's wait for everyone to talk and then we'll relay the information.
Anyway.
Alright.
Thank you, Sinidi.
What are we doing?
Come into some very troubling information recently. Yeah. We are no longer tracking the entire entity that we once were.
What?
Something has gone missing, and I believe we only have about 24 to 48 hours to prepare.
What does that mean?
This, of course, goes in line with our
Yeah,
previous
talking,
plan
not
of
talking.
gathering individuals from each corporation to prepare a strike force for when it does arrive, so that we can immediately counter and hit them hard.
That's the man.
We are
Say that again.
also actively working on.
You said the alien broke off and is now
Something has
24
gone
hours away.
missing. Yes. 24
What do
to
you mean?
48.
A portion of it or what?
Well, we've been tracking
Yeah.
it, and we stopped tracking something, so something has gone missing.
What were you
We don't know
tracking?
when it's going to show up again.
The Have Mind.
Yeah, but what part of it? Are you tracking like a big floating
Like the
thing,
whole of
or
mass?
are you
Or like
a satellite, or what? Yeah, what are you
We're tracking
tracking?
it. Everything.
What's everything?
It?
Are you saying you're tracking the whole thing, but part of it has gone missing? Is that what you're saying?
Okay.
Right. So
cool.
we're still tracking the main body. Part of it's split off.
Yeah, part of it's gone missing. We don't
And
know
you think
when
it's
gonna
coming
show
here?
up. Probably. Everything else was.
Alright.
Yep.
like a
so
scouting
if anybody
party.
wants to volunteer, then
Oh man, this is a show.
shut up.
Is that when we need the bomb, or do we need the bomb when the main thing gets here?
We could take the bomb with us.
What
Well,
kind
we
of
should
a
blow up
Mickey
the main
Mouse
guy,
plan is
right?
this?
Not the
Yeah,
mini
not
boss.
the
We
scouting
probably
party.
won't have the
Yeah,
bomb ready in
exactly.
24 to 40.
It's in 24 hours, yeah.
Quixote,
Yeah, no
are
shot.
you happy to concede the floor to general questions?
All right. Well, still got the rail gun and the cryo gun working on. Yeah. That's it.
If I may say something.
If Quixote is happy
For
to
those that do
concede
not
the
know me,
floor.
For those that do not know me, I am Rhapsodidia, and I am a emissary from the planet of Tonos. I have been notified that one of the weaknesses of this entity is sound. Something some of you know I am well versed in. If something can be developed to amplify my abilities, which is, in short, emanating sound, that might also be a good weapon.
I mean,
Ain't
I can
no
also
sound in
emanate
space,
sound.
Bubbo.
Yeah, yeah, this is typical government galactic union idea. Like, okay, I can talk louder at it. What do you mean? How is this a weapon? Are you gonna tell it? Are you gonna insult it? Are you gonna tell it that if you're gonna hurt its feelings, it's gonna go away? What are you gonna do?
I can produce pure sound.
What the fuck does that
What does that mean? I can't too, like, see, I just did it.
In this room, communicate in pure sound.
I mean, sound is made by different waves. Sound is made by different waves. Sound waves. If sound wave is extremely concentrated, it can be like, for example, when a thunder hits the ground, you cannot feel the rumble before it happens. If sound can be concentrated somehow, maybe it can do some damage if it's a creature weak to it.
Don't think you feel
So you're trying to
organize a rockapella concert? Is that what I'm hearing right now at this meeting?
Yeah, right,
because
like,
I'm going to be honest, we've got bigger things to talk about.
I think what they're trying to say. I think what they're trying to say is that they're trying to make some sort of piercing noise, like a screech or something. It can maybe
Like a
stun it.
megaphone.
White noise is what you're looking
Isn't that
for.
what the jammer already is, though? Like, I don't see the difference.
So the corps are building nuclear weapons, and the Galactic Union is gonna yell real loud at it.
Look, if we engage in the ground war with this thing, we're going to run out of options real quick. So,
Of the
like an extra one if
assembly.
it's going to help.
As it has been more or less
and
decided, then the floor can be indeed open to free-form questions. If I may be so bold, if this thing comes into the atmosphere, it no longer needs sound in order to communicate. If this thing is outside of the atmosphere, then we cannot produce sound. In all elements obstructing this thing, we seem to have a problem. What's more, if this fleet is coming anywhere, it is likely to this city, and setting off a bomb of that magnitude in near-Earth atmosphere may well destroy the city. If not for the rubble that falls down, but for anything else that comes with it. What more, if this thing has dropped from your scanners, and is now no less than 24 hours ahead, that is an incredible acceleration. We know this thing can survive planetfall. What's to know he's not going with a meteor tactic and it just doesn't plan to wipe us out? That thing must be moving at incredible
I have a question. The Atlantis speakerphone guy said we might be able to choose exactly where this thing comes in using the satellites. If we get it to come in on the other side of the planet, I don't really care if that gets nuked.
Yeah, I'm still here.
We
Would that be
likely
possible?
can't lure it to like far away from the city. It's still going to zero in on the biggest source. But if we can use the satellites to point it at a part of the city that would be preferred, that would be the best utilization, I figure. This actually brings me to a question that I think is going to be involved in this very discussion, and that's secondary measures. We're talking about exploding an ordnance, likely very well overpowered given Damien's know-how, right over the city. And what I want to make sure is, GU, as much as I appreciate your offering, we needed to start establishing secondary measures of putting out fires, making sure that roadways are clear for military personnel to move through. You need to be dealing with all the infrastructure so we can actually police and handle this. Is the GU rep still here? I'm not hearing them talk. You here?
Yeah, he's here.
Yes, I'm here.
Excellent. Do you think you can do that?
Yes.
All right, what I would like you to do is coordinate directly with Mr. Leonard, as he's going to be most likely heading most of the military operations between all of us. He's got the most experience for it. Just, yeah, please, make our job easier right now. Thank you.
Mr. Conrad, Mr.
Understood.
Terrence. Can I talk to you two privately real quick?
I'm fine with it. Go ahead.
Vice bigger man.
I'll be back shortly.
Horizon.
So,
Okay.
I'm gonna make no mistake that the bomb that we're making, that's gonna kill this thing. It might also kill everything else, depending on where we detonate it.
Yeah,
my job is
so
to
that's
kill the thing.
I had a question with that too.
Yeah,
so like
what's
if
up?
we could only blow it up on this planet, and it would definitely, like, I don't know, set alight the fucking atmosphere or some shit. How is that any better than just blowing up the alien?
Not that bad. It's just gonna kill a few million people, but everyone else will be fine. If we blow
You
up
said
in the city.
you could blow it up on Leo. Where's Leo? Are you saying there's like another? What's the other option? I guess.
What?
I mean, low Earth orbit. I just said that to sound cool. I'm not a scientist, man. I don't know.
All right, yeah. Look,
Right,
we
he's not a
talking
scientist,
to
he's
you.
just
I
a
make
man.
fucking food.
Before we start bombing shit, we can evacuate the area.
Yeah, and can't Sonidi know like what specific place to detonate it so that we don't light the atmosphere on fire, which would sound. And also, it probably wouldn't light the atmosphere on fire. It'd probably create a giant void, and then everything would be sucked into the astral plane.
Something.
Yeah.
What?
By all means.
Bomb this thing. There is currently a volcano at any moment could erupt and make everything that you guys are working to do so much worse.
I do not
Yeah.
forget the volcano. I do not
It's
care
unrelated,
about
and
the
we're dealing with it our own way, okay?
Yes,
The
the
volcano
issue
now?
is it adapts to anything that we've pretty much thrown at. You saw it yourselves, all of you did.
I know.
Wow,
You're like.
Have we used a nuclear bomb yet? Where are you from?
You're
The
on-
wasteland?
you're
It
on,
would
like,
explain your
Tuesday.
idiocy.
I like this guy. Lord Croak is a badass. You're like, but really, dude, you're on Tuesday, we're on Friday. Listen, like, we already talked about that, okay? Like, we know that we need to hit it in one shot. You want to hit it in one shot? What's better than a Mars nuke with Talaris magic enhancing it? Nada. Bam. Sonny delivers it, or Kyoshi does a run-in and gets that thing in the middle of it. The explosion is contained within it. Minimal damage to civilians, but I mean, we're corporation. Like, minimal damage to civilians is okay.
What is this run-in plan? Are you like gonna deliver the bomb? You know, I'm delivering the alien there a bomb or some shit. Like, what is Quixote's plan here?
They seem to be having a little chat, so maybe they'll get back to
kill
us.
it dead, and then it's gonna stop working once we,
Okay,
Get
what
it
the
where
fuck
it
does
hurts.
that mean? Are you moving this entire nuke and you're carrying
have
it by
any
hand and like putting it in and then
We
blowing
do,
it up,
yeah.
or like? Okay.
We're gonna use one of their ships. We're gonna go up there and we're gonna kill the mind.
And how is it? This
Well,
thing
do
is
we
a
know the
hive
mind is in
mind.
the place the bomb would work.
It will
If it's in
use
deep
any
space,
small
then it
amount of
doesn't
itself.
have Atmosphere.
A hive mind will protect itself with a lesser vessel. This thing is extremely advanced. It has shown itself capable of hacking high-spec corporate security systems in seconds. How are you going to disguise
You have to be
itself
able
from
to
this thing
destroy
coming?
it.
It's going to know
You
you're
have to be able to
coming.
destroy it completely. Every little cell, like, in Dragon Ball. Like, you just gotta disintegrate. That's the plan.
Split at once.
Aye, it's delivering the payload which we are questioning.
Interesting.
Yes.
Let's start with the
I
first
love watching
most pressing issue.
old Earth cassettes. Yep.
The fucking scouting party that's coming in 24 hours. What are we doing about that? You're
I
saying that we
mean,
can
Atlantis-
direct it. Yeah, we can direct it someplace, right? But like what? Are we putting it down and then just fucking blowing the shit up with like a bunch of guns? Are we radio jamming it ahead of time so that it doesn't actually report back? Are we decrypting their radio code and maybe like giving them false information? You know, there's a lot that could be done, but also I don't know what resources we got available for 24 hours.
If I may,
How much of this
Ricky,
mass? Quixote.
if the
One more
advance,
question.
by all means.
Quixote, how much of this mass has broken off from the main hive mind? Can you give me like a percentage? Is this like a one-man scouting party, or is this like fucking 30% of the thing?
It's probably an advanced team, you know? Yeah, about a fifth or sixth.
An
of the
advanced
force.
team of goop? Like what? How much?
Said about a fifth or a sixth.
This is literally in any playbook out there. They're gonna send in an advon party to test our reaction and then use that information for their main force. It's
Right,
it's
so we need
time.
to jam ahead of time.
We
number
need
one.
it to take it
And
out
then
before it hits
blow it up.
Corvanis 3. The moment it gets into Corvanis 3, it can intercept our signals, and something of that scale can probably hack a good amount of our defense terminals as well. It is here to soften
So
us
what sort of
up,
defense do
so
we
we
have
must take it out
on a
whilst
space
it
level?
remains in space. So my question is, how are we going to get a ship to this thing in time, capable of escaping its notice and not being taken out ahead of the curve?
Sorry, but can I remind you, this thing is already on the planet. The Golden Lance is right out in the wasteland. It's not taken over the entire planet yet. If we can keep it contained, this bit that lands, and deal with it, that's that problem
Let's just
solved.
crowd
Radio
them,
jamming it
and
would be
Lance
great,
is
so it doesn't
negligible, we'll deal
tell...
with it later.
Radio jamming would be good, so it doesn't tell its mum what it's learned. Then it can't evolve anymore from whatever we kill it with. And then we can kill the big one with the nuke, assuming it doesn't split up into 20 more pieces, because then
If I
we
may,
would really be fucked.
Which is the
David.
issue I was trying to get to.
The Golden Lance is a broken down ship that has been
adapts.
running on emergency power for some time. When the alien first surfaced, it needed to come to the upper city to use our power. If this thing is coming with more vessels that it is hijacked that are space worthy, as we have seen on both the Golden Lance and Retribution, it stands to reason that these things have more power than the wreck of an old Union vessel. It would be taking an incredible risk to assume that this thing is not less dangerous than it may very well be.
What do you want to do?
I think we've got no choice. We're gonna have to head up and meet it in space. We're gonna need to use this as a method
small
of
bit or
field
the big
testing
bit?
our cryo weapons. The small bit.
Small bit.
If the small bit lands here first, we're fucked.
Fair enough.
So,
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Quixote, what is the plan?
Silencing. Well, if you haven't already figured it out, it's clearly coming here for one thing. Directly above us. The warp gate. So we'll meet it there.
So Quixote and Soniti have standing space forces. What percentage of Soniti's space force is left after you guys engage this across the outer rim? How many ships do you have?
Did she send us an email with the exact numbers?
Not with those exact numbers. We have with chiefs that we missed, but they're not that. Yes.
Huh?
Do you think it'll be enough?
So at the moment, on the planet, we have 60% of the forces. If I want to bring more, I will need clearance from everybody else in this room.
So 60% is actually a lot. That might be enough to engage a small part of it, if it's supported by other corporations. But the problem is, so Talaris is utterly useless in space. We can't help you at all. At a ground level, we've got Mars, Quixote, WOTO, with the largest standing army over there. And who else has standing armies?
We have the Astral Mercenary
mostly
Force on planet as well, and they do
yeah.
have spacecraft.
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's correct.
Do you think anyone else that has space assets that we can throw at this?
No, but I'll be honest, if Soniti just needs clearance from the table to bring a few more ships in, I'm willing to grant maybe a 50% increase in their current power.
I would also approve that, and that's 2 members of the Galactic Board that say that, so...
We'll need a clearance from everybody to be able to get that.
So Kyote, if you can field your weapons on those Soniti ships, and we get approval from everybody, it sounds like that's a good way to engage that creature in space. Then we just have to worry about the large one.
Aye. It sounds like
is
a
anyone
plan.
not okay with it?
We need to send an advanced force to test weapons, deal with this threat and prevent it from getting its intel. We need to go around the heads of corps and make sure that we get Soniti that access permission.
We're gonna have to work with you guys then, because we're gonna need a jammer that shoots out enough radio frequency to jam it in space. Because if we test cryo weapons on that chunk and it sends out any data at all, we're fucked and we screwed ourselves. Testing weapons is a bad idea against this thing unless we shut it up. It needs to be shut up first, test after. That's very important, because if you test first and shut it up too late, then big boy comes in and it's immune to everything we tried. So we need to make sure that that doesn't happen.
A big boy or a mom? I heard 2 different reports so far.
I don't know, same thing.
We need a contingency plan for this. After the radio doesn't work, the next idea is magic.
Not in space, it's not.
Yeah, I don't want to throw magic against it. The first one.
Because you want to use it for the nuke.
Exactly. It needs to have never seen our weapon before. If it does, it can adapt to parts of it. If it doesn't, the one shot happens on the big one, we're good. So if this thing hits low Earth orbit, then it enters the manosphere, and we can potentially use magic on it, but I'd rather maybe not do that because it could adapt. It's kind of hard to adapt to magic. You'd have to adapt to like a bunch of different types of magic, but anyway.
Aye. As it happens...
Sorry to go back to the thing about Soniti's fleet, but shall we just assume that everyone says yes, unless they go to Soniti and tell them otherwise, because I'm not the corporate heads. Quite a few of the corporate heads aren't here.
It shouldn't take long to go around and pitch it shouldn't take long to go around and pitch the ideas to the other heads of corps, and it wouldn't do well to assume anything, shall we say.
Exactly.
Fair enough then. Whilst we may not be able to take out the entire force, with force of men, ships and firepower alone, 5 to 6%, we might be able to give that a shot. In that case, the course of action is clear. Whilst preparations continue for the preparation of the bomb, we need to scrabble to get a ship capable of getting close to that thing, get Soniti's extra fleet within here, and ready a fighting force to see off this scouting party with as mundane a weapons as we can manage. Does that sound agreeable to all in attendance?
Yep.
Aye.
Atlantis agrees.
Does anyone have any further questions at this time?
Not necessarily a question, but I kind of liked Ricky's idea. If we can find a way to feed it fake info, that could be huge. If we can tell it things that it thinks is from its, source here, and get it to think one thing that's, get your enemy to think the wrong thing, that could be absolutely massive.
We got the transcriptions from when it was trying to report back with the radio jammer, so if someone
Well, the idea, we know
really
how to communicate, it's
talented
just
at decoding-
convincing it. You gotta...
The advanced force can take a message with us and fake a broadcast.
That could work.
That was thinking.
Well,
Do it while we're
in that
testing
case-
weapons, just 2 birds, 1 stone.
Atlantis, Soniti then, you have your work cut out for you. I believe that Nirvana have sequenced parts of its, radio discussion. Is that not correct?
It sounds like Soniti actually have those logs. We got the scans, but
My apologies, a lot of information.
Dealing with the radio stuff.
In that case, if you can work on that as a contingency to test and help interfere with these matters, it might very well do us a world of good in getting close to the damn thing. If we can run interference whilst we're running our ships in, that may work better than any stealth technology. We have no idea how this thing perceives.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, especially with the hive mind of the nuke. If we can trick it into thinking for some reason it needs to open up in the middle for some whatever reason, that just makes getting the nuke in the middle easier. That's kind of the idea, trick it into eating the nuke, basically.
In that case, that sounds like a good use of this expedition.
I can't imagine this thing has limitless resources. If we're like, hey, we We fucking love water. We use water all the time. We're gonna spray them with spray bottles. And it's like, oh fuck. And then it like puts all of its energy towards making itself water resistant. And then it arrives and now it's more, you know, attackable by fire. You know, it's like one of them Pokemans or whatever on Earth. You gotta convince it to be a certain type.
Yeah, otherwise it just plays Fortnite all day.
Fair enough.
God damn it.
Well then, gentlemen, if there is nothing else, we have our work cut out for us. This is final calls for any questions.
It's not a question, but we might try and come up with some sort of countermeasure. We have a about 10-day-old scan of this thing's DNA. If we can find some way that we could infect a cluster of it with something that could kill it off. But unfortunately, it will adapt, so it's going to be a one-shot if we do manage to get anything useful.
In that case, we should probably reserve it for the High Fleet proper rather than anything else. Very good then. In that case, thank you for your time today, gentlemen and gentlewomen present.
Thank you.
Thanks for putting this together. Probably wouldn't have happened without you. So, good. Also, nice suit.
Thank you.
That's clean. Super clean.
Well, in that case, I wish you all a restful evening, as much as it can be gathered. Tomorrow we go to fight this thing.
Fuck yeah.
Excuse me, go it.
Thanks all.
Oh, fun.
By the way, was I volunteered for whatever that was happening?
What?
Anything you need to do on like the post-meeting shit, or you wanna go back?
I feel like you should talk to them about.
No, we should head back and sort this out, but we still got time.
It's probably insanely dangerous.
In that case, let's go.
I'll try to go find because no magic up there.
You guys need the damage stuff. We left it in our labs, right? So
I'll need to share that.
Yes, I did.
I'm not the expert on that. I'll have to find
Those are the data there.
You give it to whoever needs
Right.
it.
Who's heading up the radio jamming thing or the message?
I assume that would be Conrad at Atlantis.
Yes, Mr.
I didn't see when he went.
Conrad.
What's that guy's name? Do you two want me to that thing up in the whatever it is that you guys are extractors to? Because I'm not so useful.
The radio jammer picked up for you guys to decrypt and rework. Okay, I'll have people send that over then.
Thank you.
Can I run something by you real quick? Somewhere?
Yeah.
Like
corner, or you want like
we will
want a WOTO?
Yeah, it's not like a big deal.
We're heading back to Ricky regardless, so do you want to stay with Ricky or should we head off?
Sounds good to me.
Sure.
We need someone fucking.
I'll wait for him.
Aye. I'll hang at the front for a bit. Get some air. That was herding fucking cats.
Thank you, Leonard, for holding this.
Aye. It's not really my strong suit standing in front of a board, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. I understand Mr. Ricky wants to speak to you in regards to this jamming broadcast we'll be attempting. I believe he'll be heading through in a second.
Yes, he'll be sending me the
grab him.
info very soon, but I need to get one of my representatives to stop the mission that they're trying to do. If you'll excuse me.
Aye, no worries.
Successful days. Successful days indeed.
I can hope so. It's not quite the cooperation I was hoping, but I suppose it's the best you can get out of 7 corps at each other's throats eternally. I'll take what I can get. Thank you for your work and cooperation, Quixote. I was worried you weren't going to turn up for a second there.
We were preoccupied. All cylinders are going on the cryotech and a few other surprises we have for this damn thing, so don't worry.
Aye, well,
if you need to outfit your men with cryotech weaponry, by all means, come to our door. We'll hand it out like fucking candy.
Understood. I will forward that offer to the necessaries.
Very well. I have to go prepare with a meeting for Nirvana now.
Aye.
So, I wish you best of luck.
Gonna be a long night. Best of luck to yourself as well.
Take care.
Let's get some fucking air. I run a security job. Food and Infrastructure Corp. That's what I do for a living. Huh. Best make myself seen.
If the volcano goes off, the spirits won't help, period.
Oh, aren't they finicky?
I would like to speak to you both on
finicky
that,
is the
if I
fact
may.
that every single corporation has fucked their homeland 6 times over.
Aye. Well,
Might not
if-
be you guys directly, but
well, there's some aliens that are coming to fuck it a 7th time, and they may well be the only people who can deal with the detritus.
We're talking about fucking aliens in here.
No, we are most definitely
no,
not.
we're talking about spirits for fucking up aliens.
Right. Yeah, you know, we don't really know what the spirits can do, but maybe they'll just fix it for us. That'd be kind of nice, right?
Well, magic stuff. In a best case scenario, perhaps they can do something about any detritus that falls out of this thing if the, for whatever reason, the nuke doesn't do its trick. But we can't.
Well, if a spirit is high enough force, it can literally kill anything coming. I mean, like the high enough force spirit. I don't know how high. I don't know how high those spirits are. I don't know how high force those spirits are. Yeah. But if it's high enough,
it's a contingency plan. You know, it's like if everything else fails, maybe the spirits will pass. Otherwise, we're all fucking dead anyway. So, you know, that's what
100%. I mean, I'd assume the fire elemental that represents the living embodiment of fire on Corvinus 3, if that's what that is, would be enough to do some serious damage. But convincing it that it should.
Into a glass cannon
whole
into
thing.
space, that'd be fun
Can
to
I
see.
ask a question, Mr. Damien?
Yeah, you could just. You could just ask me.
Is there a chance that this fire spirit is the planet reacting to this coming force? At all?
Probably not. Yeah, so the way the spirits work is they're just like sort of living embodiments of elements. There's one of like water, shadow, fire, light, that sort of stuff. So this fire spirit's probably been
Fire
here.
spirit's angry.
Yeah.
It's not a mystery. Yeah, it's
Right.
it's angry about its energy being misused to fuck up Earth and all the other things, you know?
You know, standard environmentalist thing, like, oh, I'm a spirit, like, oh, you're using my energy, you know, just like some shit like that. We gotta talk to it and calm it down. And anyway, but it's like living fire embodied is an element. From elements come elementals of varying power. This presumably is the strongest fire elemental, so it's a representation of fire itself, which would make it a very high level force spirit, something that I couldn't banish or bind. Because I can't bind fire. I think. Yeah, no, I can't.
Don't sell yourself short, though, but maybe you can. You know, put your mind to it.
Maybe.
Well, it was
If I
just
think
a
real hard.
question.
Sure.
The spirit stuff is not
you'll make it happen.
my bag at all. In that case,
All right,
have you
we gotta
concluded
catch up.
business,
Anyway.
Ricky?
Yeah. I'm all good. If anyone needs me, I'll be at WOTO HQ for a bit, and then I got the burrito situation to deal with, so I'm gonna be doing that afterwards. But,
burrito.
You know.
You want to go to the labs?
That's what I call my lunch break. Hey, all right, bye.
The burrito situation is his lunch.
Bye, Mr. Diplomat.
Finally.
Okay, Manu. I know you don't like meetings. That was a long one, huh?
Yeah, not
I was
quite
dreading
what I
it the
had
whole
planned.
time.
I can't get my
well,
finger
let's
on
just
this
get a bunch
Damien.
of, Yeah?
No, I'm sure he clicks eventually. Shall we head back then?
Interesting dude. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'll take the shuttle. Conrad, you after something?
Sorry to interrupt the meeting if it's still going. We have a Raz at the gate, He's from Mars.
Oh, Raz. Yeah. All right, we'll be there in 1 second.
Maybe he's working off some of the calories. It'll do him good. Mr. Raz, apologies. We've been finishing up in the central tower.
Good to see you.
Mr. Raclette will be
I
along
see.
shortly. We have an absence of Mr. Goldman today. I believe he's away on business, but hopefully Ricky will be able to see you shortly. Unless it's something I can help with at all.
If we can both speak to each other, that'd be nice. Just you and Ricky.
Well, here comes the man himself. Or rather...
You take the shuttle back? Oh,
aye.
Guess we could have taken the shuttle back.
I'm not going to complain with Ricky getting some exercise. Fair then. We just...
Nice talking it up over there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you need to see me, Mr. Ricky? I was wondering if I can, speak with you guys.
Understood. Well, I believe they're currently coalescing on the radio jamming plot at present, so if you'll give him a second, you should just need to pass over a couple of files.
Worry about. If you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
We can't have a party like this.
No, look, this is about the jammer thing. It's important. I'm gonna set them up and I'll be with you guys in a minute. If you guys want to talk in the boardroom, it'll take just 5 minutes, okay?
Understood.
Alright. Come on in.
Alright, come on in, everyone. Through they go.
Come on.
Everyone for
Give me.
Who's the bloke in the suit? The armor.
Me?
Are you Horizon? With me?
No, not Horizon. That one.
Yeah, come on.
Bye.
Is that just another guard? Why does nobody answer my fucking questions? Right, okay.
Aye.
Manu, I don't mean to scare you, but well, Ricky just walks into the lab with an unknown armed man who refused to identify himself, so, yeah. We'll come and get you situated. I'm sure it's nothing.
That's fine. Yeah.
I'm not sure it's nothing. Give me a second.
Sure thing.
Okay. Well then, right this way. Our good friend Horizon here put together a radio jammer that,
Seems cordial enough. Sorry, recent events have me jumpy. Always on the lookout for sudden gunshots. Let's come get you sat down.
Very well.
I suppose this is quite the opportunity for someone like yourself. Being the Mars force that headed off an alien fleet, that's a good way to get yourself a promotion or two.
Absolutely. That's what we plan to do.
Oh well, exciting times. Tell me, Mr. Damien didn't quite seem to describe himself as the scientist needed to answer the sort of questions, but as I understand it, he plans to set off a magically enhanced nuke in low Corvanis atmosphere.
Yes.
That is a considerable danger to the city, would you not agree?
Well, the plan is to...
I understand that we'll be pushing this thing off course, but I also have it in my mind that, well, there are various spirits and that who are currently trying to rid us from the planet, and I don't think they probably understand matters like nukes and the sort. Mars has got a good standing army here. I just hope that you're prepared for, well, the Corvanis natives getting a little bit uppity after this all dies down.
I see. I mean, we have our best people on the project now, working day and night.
We are all doing what we can,
right,
but in a times like this, it's important that we prepare contingencies and, well, we know this thing can survive by itself. We know it doesn't need the hive mind. Otherwise it wouldn't have needed our fucking cars and signals to talk to itself. This thing's been isolated for so long.
Exactly.
If this cryo bomb doesn't take out the, all of it, which seems to me like very wishful thinking, there is a very severe chance that there'll be some very angry remnants taking up residence all over the remainder of the planet. We'll need boys like yours on site to see to them when they pop up. I don't know if you've ever seen a sandworm, but I don't feel like seeing an alien take one over and, well, try and bore a hole through the side of the fucking city with it.
I agree. I'm sure the wasteland natives probably won't be too happy about that either.
Well, let's hope they do things up. We have, as I'm sure you're aware, remnants available in the lab. Once we have them under isolation, the plan is to test various signals on it. Forgive me if I'm not sure how much of this was relayed. Lord Croak, was at the meeting in your absence. It turned out to be a slightly more populated endeavour than I had bargained for. I'm sure your input would have been valuable there.
I see. Yes, I unfortunately had to step away to finish a few other matters. I just want to come by here and let all of you guys in WOTO kind of know what we're doing for today, just so we're on the same page.
Aye. Well, in that case, I'll give you a quick rundown of what was decided at this little summit. Backed by two heads of the board, both Mr. Reynolds and, of course, Damien. There is an advanced force that will be here as early as tomorrow. The plan is that while work continues on the bomb to take out the High Fleet proper, we are going to go meet this thing near the warp gate. Senidi are gathering together any forces that they can. You may be approached later today for approval from Senidi to move more fleet forces into the galaxy to be able to repel this threat. Idea is we need to kill this thing with as mundane arms as we can manage. This thing adapts, evolves. If only 5% of its fleet turns up, then maybe we can take that thing out in a firefight. But what we don't want it doing is learning anything about our cryotech and messaging back to the rest of the fleet so they can evolve in advance of anything else coming through. So?
Oh, agree. We definitely don't want them adapting. Well, one moment here. Yes, I'm still here. What is it that you need? He's not here. Yes, he's gone.
Busy day.
Very well. Okay.
Nothing urgent, I hope.
Nothing urgent. Everything's just fine. But to catch you up to speed, I have a team going down with I believe Sonidi and Talaris, I believe, down to the Golden Lands. They're gonna try to freeze it. So I thought I'd send my team down there to perhaps gather some salvage so we can start building this bomb.
Right. There's, Lord Croak, said something similar, that you hope to salvage the thing. That, shall we say, rose eyebrows, seeing as I believe it was decided that the thing was going to be glassed by Senidi last time that, we spoke. That is an incredibly risky move to try and salvage from the belly of the beast, so to speak. This thing must be quite angry with us by now.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I mean, the last time we were down there, we had our team kind of, lead the charge. Sure, Ricky and Manu have told you about that operation, but we kind of led the charge in there, and there was just a lot of bandits. for the most part.
Right. Do you detect that these bandits have been influenced by the beast at all? The ongoing question I have from all the recordings and encounters we've had with this beast is its ability to control people, to speak into minds, to, well, amass zombies, if you know to speak. Do you suspect that there might be tribes of the wastelands that are already under the beast's control?
I'm sure. The bandits we saw, they seemed pretty unstable.
You'd have to be to hang out around that sort of place. But then again, maybe that's just what the wasteland does to people. Even so. So the plan is to deploy a cryo charge, take out the remainder of the Xeno within the thing, and then try and salvage it. This bomb, is there a particular resource on the Lance that you need for, to construct it? Is it part of the reactor or something?
No, really, it's more so just parts and whatnot.
Aye.
Now, I feel, and I'm sure you've been, debriefed on this, on the volcano operation.
Briefly, aye.
We feel, yes, we have a feeling that a lot of the power sources that we need are actually in that volcano. These crystals.
Crystals, you say?
Now these are, yes, these are crystals with immense power. We've actually were able to get a sample from one of our old excavation camps from Mars, near the volcano itself.
Right. And these crystals are instrumental in the construction of this bomb, or,
Yes, one of these crystals could power a trigger of, let's say, an orbital cannon. That's how strong they are. We're hoping to maybe find a more potent source of it in the actual volcano. Hopefully.
So the volcano for one set of parts, and the remains of an old Union ship for another. It's a curious collection of parts, that's for sure. I'm sure Sinidi would be able to, you'd be able to buy a ship off them and scrap it, but by the looks of it, we've got limited forces as it is. I suppose we've got no choice but to go to the wreckage for parts. Last time I was in the wasteland, I noticed there was some sort of scrapyard down there. I take it you've already approached them for anything that they may have remaining. Anything that could be melted down or used in the construction of this device. They do make a living scrapping the shit after all, even if they're, well, curious with their constructions.
I'm sure. Yes, I have seen it. I mean, a lot of their parts just seem like just old, rusted old parts, I guess.
Aye, well, alright. I'm sure you need something closer to a starship hull anyway. It was just in case anything had, come out. There seems to be all sorts of detritus out in the wasteland, various ships crashed and all sorts. I'm sure there's specific metals that go into a war vessel or whatever it is. I'm no expert in these matters. I'm getting to the point in time when people have been long enough in a room with an alien for me to get slightly concerned. Would you perhaps like to accompany me to see if we need to gun down a rogue Manu or something?
Absolutely.
Aye, let's do that. Here's hoping this thing doesn't regenerate as well. That would be all fine and dandy. Mr. Reclet, Manu, is everything alright?
Yeah,
That's
what we're almost done here. Sorry, it's taking longer than I expected.
Alright, sorry, we were just getting nervous. You've been in the room with, well, just wanted to check up.
We'll be there in just a minute.
No worries.
Mine, you can go with me if
Well,
you need.
paranoia kicks in once again.
And what would you say?
That makes sense.
You're
I'm sure there are still other problems out there. You know, assassins, whatnot.
Your, forces, have quite the to-do with, matters going on in the rest of the city, no enforcement and the like.
Yes. You know, we try to deal with a heavy security presence.
Aye. I don't suppose you've picked up anything about, the general mood on the ground. Any news of this sneaking out? Any panics? Any attacks on, well, corporate property or just unrest in general?
No, not at the moment.
It looks like Atlantis can be trusted to do their job. Fancy that. Well, that's positive at least. And what of, well, there have been multiple attacks on, Corp, grounds over the past week or so. Various people muttering about something that needs to be done. Some sort of rebellion of sorts. I'm sure it's just a, I don't know, closet of like 5 or 6 people getting angry, but you haven't seen anything that might suggest a wider concern in the populace.
Nothing like that I've heard. I actually went down into the road today just to pick up some medication. Haven't really seen anything too big. No gatherings or whatnot. Now, the Undercity, I'm not aware of what goes on down there. I'm gonna be honest.
Need anything else,
I
Horizon?
haven't really kept tabs.
No, I think I've got everything. I just need to probably go over to CDD, make sure that they've got the jammer up and ready, and make sure that they can make me a radio big enough to make the same kind of signal.
Sounds good. All right, I'll probably see you later then. Good luck to you.
Yes. Later. Later, man. Later, you too.
Later.
Bye.
What is he? Is that a mask? Is that like his head? Or is he a synth? Like, what am I looking at?
It's like a radio DJ of the wasteland, you know? So.
Right. Alright, well.
Eccentric.
There we go. In that case, shall we to the boardroom, gentlemen?
Shall we? Yeah.
Of course.
Let's do it. Good. I love boardroom meetings. Non-stop, every day. Boardroom meeting.
Alright. Well, I'm sure you can get chucked in a volcano soon enough.
Never thought he moved so quickly.
He surprises you, eh? He's actually quite deft on his peg leg. It looks like he wins the race again. Fucking.
What do you do? To what be all the pleasure as?
I just decided to come here, perhaps give you guys an update on what we've been doing so far, just so everyone's on the same page here. I have my team from Mars. They're in with I believe Sonidi and Talaris, so they can ice the ship. I've sent my team down there not only for security, but to see whatever they can scrap from the lands, whatever parts, so we can start building this thing.
Do you guys... Are you adequately prepared for this alien threat that we're gonna find down there? You need you're gonna have a jammer with you. You need to be able to jam its signal so it can't communicate with itself. And B, when we went down there, mind you remember what that was like. Any words of advice? I know you got dinged up pretty bad.
He likes electricity.
Very good, mind you. It likes electricity.
And it has tentacles!
Thank you.
There's also a shit ton of
I get worried about WOTO.
And they were actually the ones that put up most of the fight.
What is it,
I mean, we
man?
killed off a whole shit ton of them, so hopefully there's less now, but fuck, I don't know where they're coming from, so.
Yeah, they're bandits. Yeah, I've sent my team down there with a couple cryo grenades from Quixote in case.
Oh, we got more than a couple.
We have a crate of them.
Okay. But yeah, in addition to that, you know, you said Sanidi has you have kind of a air support system, right? Like they're gonna be beamed down and free shit. Is that like on an individual level or like the whole fucking ship?
I think they're playing the whole entire ship.
Oh, okay. So what? Are you going in, you're getting the shit out, and then they freeze? Or is it like they prematurely freeze, and then you go and get the shit out?
He's gonna gut Simon. I just
I'm not really too sure on the
to think of
details
something
of that.
Right. You might want to check that out. I don't know. I mean, look. Sure, there's a lot of scrap and resources available on the ship, but if it's worth the risk, I think the risk is really if you're interacting with this hive mind creature and it's able to beam back up to the top. You don't want to give away our hand before we even get a chance to play.
He's gonna kill him.
I see.
That's it.
Thank you for letting us know. Is there any way we can help?
Len, you're onto it.
Well, I want to we're actually just fine. They're probably just down there right now. I want to ask if you guys had anything you needed to debrief with us.
Nope. Not that comes to mind immediately. When we were on the ship, we saw there were some organic plant life forms on there. I guess, you know, if you got room in your little fucking satchel, getting a couple of those would be interesting. Kind of curious to see how they've survived that
Steady
long,
on, man.
basically.
We can't
The
let
ship
know
that's
something's
been
up.
in the middle of the wasteland. So, that's the only thing for me, though. I mean,
Don't worry.
What of the
I said steady on. We can't let them know something's up.
volcano plans.
We'll be
So
out
at
here
some point,
shortly.
hopefully today, I will be going down to the wasteland to investigate a lead I have as to a way into the volcano. As we discussed before, drilling our way in is difficult. So the way I was alluded to learning about,
I'm pacing myself.
I believe would be kind of a stealth operation where we could bring in a small kind of expert team to enter the volcano safely, find the fire spirit, and either pacify or quell him.
Very well. I will say though, just keep an eye for any large kind of potent crystals. That's something we'd probably be interested in.
Right. Is that related to this alien or more kind of galactic Mars goals?
It's more for the bomb.
I was having a conversation, if I may, with him just before you joined us. These crystals contain with them a large amount of power, the sort of thing which we need to be able to put together a bomb capable of taking this thing out. These crystals may be the key to that particular conundrum, particularly if we have to build it in such short time. So those crystals could be
What are the nature of
mission
these
critical.
crystals? Are they, formed from what energy? Like what is the source?
I'm not too sure. I think it's related to either magic or whatnot. Just from what we scanned on it, had enough power to, let's say, power the trigger of a orbital cannon or something like that. No, that was a smaller crystal.
Gotcha.
If it's some sort of
we can look
condensed
for something
detritus of a fire elemental of this scale, it stands to reason that thing could power a fuckload of turbines. Get some generators going off that thing, and I'm sure it'll go into overdrive.
Right.
Very well. All right. Well, good luck with your expedition. We will. I'll let you know once we have a way into the volcano. We can make that the next priority.
Sounds good. Thank you again for your business and your time.
Of course.
We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the door.
And do you mind if I use the little rat's room? I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
No worry. I think man, you might have other ideas, but you can shut it. I'll wait outside.
It's all right. I was just gonna go in Goldman's office. Since he's not here.
That was what I was worried about, sir. That is.
Don't tell him.
I'm gonna tell him. Oh. Ricky. My office smells like rat piss. Don't suppose you know why, do you? Who could it possibly have been? Bear with it, Len. See off the thread, and you can do what you need.
You're going back in or what?
Aye, Ricky's using the little rat's room in, you know what, never mind.
Okay.
Manu, I know that you're upset about this, but we need to keep it under control, aye?
I can't just be dicking around letting him running off like that.
No, I'm bloody well aware of the problem. Listen, Manu, you probably don't want to hear this right now, but just when you were pacing there playing with that knife, I had something of a theory. The head injury, right? That happened recently. If something is fucking with him, or fucking with his brain, and we put him out, well, when Lazarus puts him back together, odds are it'll undo that brain injury, right? It's past the restore point. We might be able to get the old Simon back. Listen, I know you're angry, but it might be worth a shot. All this talk of you playing with knives, the golden lance, you just crossed my mind. And if he doesn't see sense then...
Let's fucking kill him!
Aye, let's fucking kill him. And then, if he doesn't see straight, we'll, do it again. Come on, Simon, pick up on it, you bastard.
Okay. Well...
Do you have any idea where he's gone? You've been aware of this for longer than I have. I just checked the video feeds this morning.
I have no fucking clue. I mean, he was hanging around in the... tell him what you just said.
Ricky, all this talk of the golden lance, him playing with his knife and pacing...
He has a good
got me
idea.
thinking. If Simon's head injury is to blame for this, if he's gone off the rails because something's fucked with his head, and we put a bullet in him, well, Lazarus is gonna back him up to his last restore point. It's gonna undo the head injury, possibly. Depending on whenever he had the nanites put in, right? We might be able to get him back. It's just a theory, I don't know how this shit works, but...
I think this is the best option regardless.
Well, we're gonna have to kill him anyway, right?
Yeah.
He would just be coming back to us in custody. Which is like, I guess kind of the best of both worlds, huh?
Aye, and in command of his faculties too, so maybe we can at least reclaim our assets, so to speak.
Right.
It's just a theory, it might not work.
Interesting.
But...
I don't know. I think we should cover it up, though.
Let's talk in here real quick. There's some other details to this.
What the fuck was that? I think I might have accidentally. Never mind.
Wait, hold on. Okay, hear me out first.
Right.
I think we should kill him regardless. That's one thing. Lazarus Project is gonna bring him back. If he actually is back to his normal self, he's gotta have to change his face. We'll just leave him dead.
Wait, say that again. If he's back to his normal self, we change his face? What does that mean?
To cover it up, his death, he should completely redo his face. Plastic surgery.
Oh, you want him to like re-enter the company under a new name? And like...
Yes.
Okay, well...
So we gotta cover it up somehow, right?
I can see it.
I mean, there's 100 ways to do that. There's 100 ways to do that. What's more important to me is understanding exactly what has led to this sudden breach of trust. You know, I gave him basically an olive branch of, hey, what you did right now is kind of fucked up. And if it was anyone other than me discovering you, they'd probably shoot you right now.
Listen to yourself, okay? You gave him that chance, but then he threw that guard off the ledge.
I fucking know that, Manu. What do you think I'm talking about?
He had no intention then. Obviously something's fucked up.
He
actually is a traitor.
Is there some fucking reason he did that? It wasn't just him.
If I
We need
may.
to know how fucking deep this corruption goes.
I think I do.
We're not gonna be able to find out if we just take him into custody
You want
without
the-
killing him.
You
I think he's actually gonna...
Manu.
I'm not fucking saying that.
I think I know what's
Calm down.
I was gone yesterday because I was dealing with something. I'm still dealing with something, if I'm honest. There is a cell, a group of slummers that have been trying to sow dissension in the ranks, so to speak. They've been doing their research, hacking in. I'm sure the amount of hacks on corporate headquarters hasn't passed you by. They've been doing it to find out what they can about people, about us, and about me.
Are you?
Aye.
Why you?
I don't know. Because they could find something, I guess. Because the trail didn't go cold, or because my family was, Listen, long story short, they took what they got. They came to me with a file, or rather deposited it in a exchange in the row. I got a message saying there was someone that needed to speak with me, and well, with everything going on, I needed to figure out what it was. I found a data pad, and the data pad, it was logs of my family back on Orb 7. They, my wife and child are dead. It turns out that the administration over on Orb 7 decided it was more convenient to get a few more years out of me over at WOTO over here than tell me and send me off the rails.
What are you doing?
They
1 second.
How did this happen?
I don't know. The logs were...
I'm sorry for your loss, my friend.
Aye. Thank you, Manu. But I've got to not let it fucking fuck with me. I've got to not let it fuck with me. We've got a planet to save. I can't. If Talwyn knew that I had gone off the rails,
That's right, you gotta get your head straight.
and let a fucking planet fucking go down, I don't know. Listen, it's. I got drunk. I told Simon about it, and he didn't take it well. He thought, what if it was my own family? He started making these noises, saying there's something he's got to do about it, that he's all of this, and I said, no, you need to focus in. There was a weird glint in his eyes. He's been acting strange, I know you know it. The grabbing of weapons, the man's a food compliance officer, the strange actions going down, the new suit, the new looks, the dancing, it's all after that head, and I think that just learning about that, well, it set him off. So, I suppose I would like to formally take responsibility for, not thinking better of, or not considering my, co-workers, mental state.
Well,
so,
I'll share this with you now. When we encountered Simon, we questioned him as to what led him up to this moment where he would lie to me about this breach of trust. And he did recount that conversation with you and what he had learned. I wasn't...
Don't fuck me,
obviously, in the moment. It was hard to hear, and hearing it from you doesn't make it any easier, but...
No, it's,
I needed to understand the context behind your relationship with him first before I shared that with you. So, I appreciate you being forthcoming about it.
He was just there. I wasn't supposed to be around anyone. I went down trying to find a bar to drown my sorrows, and... Well, I'd had a few, and he turned up, and I knew him, and... I don't have many friends in the city. So... It's my fault, sir.
Look, whatever's going on with him didn't start with you.
No.
Don't blame yourself.
I think that news, unfortunately, resonated with him in a way that we can only guess at. And until we apprehend him either through, your methods or others, we're not going to get any other answers.
We have been taking a hard line.
No.
I have been taking a hard line against
For a
traitors.
moment, the entirety of the upper city is rattled as a orbital cannon is fired from Sonidi's HQ and destroys the Golden Lance.
What the fuck was that?
The window, let's go. Fucking hell.
They just fucking blow that thing up?
I think that.
It's in the waste.
Well.
Must be the Golden Lance, yeah?
Hey. That it was.
Did one of the corps just talk about them going out there and scavenging?
Looks like we've getting miscommunications already. Either that or things went south worse than we thought. We should rendezvous at Sinidi, find out what went down. It could be that the alien found its way out and started causing problems again and they had to pull the trigger. We need answers. I'm sorry, guys. We should go, and then we can...
Right. We're not done with this, though. We'll get back to it.
Aye.
But this is more pressing. You're right. Let's go.
Let's go. I am not letting you die, Simon. Relax.
Right, okay. We're gonna go check out to see what it was. Just, I don't know, be on alert.
What's that? Yep, can do.
Right.
Where are they? What the fuck was that?
Where's who? I don't know.
The
Some sort
meeting.
of rumbling from over this direction. We had one of our members inside.
What?
I think. Unless he's not here
Inside?
anymore.
Inside the lance? Inside here? Inside what?
Inside what? The lance? What's that?
The explosion that just went off. We think they might have detonated things
Oh,
ahead
is
of
that what
schedule.
happened? It felt like something happened over here.
Okay.
What was that?
Where's your
Yes.
bosses?
They're inside
Yes, and then
currently.
I think... Is Conrad inside?
Deliberating. Eh?
Conrad?
Can you let us in?
Conrad, no.
Okay.
One moment. Can you please wait out here, guard? I'll be right back getting them. One moment, sorry.
Yes, we want to have some answers.
Half an hour.
What are you here something with the Golden Lands?
Aye, yeah, we were just
Oh,
concluding
what-
plans to salvage the damn thing, and then some fucking earth-shattering explosion went off in a suspiciously similar direction. So we're trying to figure out what changed. That's all.
Well, we had one of our members, I think, in a meeting with Suniti, so we're checking on him as well as. Is this where the? Where did it come from? We happened to be indoors when the explosion happened.
We were in our offices. We could see out the window. There's a rather large cloud of dust coming up from.
Was that from the sky or from the ground?
Fire started in the sky, and now it's everywhere. So.
On my first orbital strike. I see for you, you're a bit of a newbie, huh?
Well, as I said before, I'm in marketing, not computer stuff. That's why Conrad went to the.
It's a giant fucking laser. It makes a hole in the ground. It ain't computer. I mean, I guess it is technically computer stuff, but it's more like
that is
murder
scary.
stuff.
Ricky, can I ask a very serious question?
Doesn't Suniti have a couple of those?
Earlier in the meeting, Horizon mentioned an explosion in the upper atmosphere of fucking up a volcano. And I thought, explosion, upper atmosphere, mostly in space, won't be a problem. Won't create a shockwave that large. Not quite the same. We felt that in the upper city, with all the shock absorbers going off. Do we need to check on your volcano?
Oh, you think the volcano might have gone off? I mean, if the volcano went off, we'd be fucking dead right now.
No. I'm saying that, if I was a fire spirit and I was fucking angry because people were drilling in my holes in my fucking ground, and someone instead decided to punch a fucking hole in the ground with an orbital bombardment laser, that would be pretty much tit for tat,
Bro, you're thinking it's gonna exacerbate the issue.
I do think that, yeah.
Very well might.
Just airing an idea, just in case we need to go deal with a fire spirit, like now.
Yeah.
Like in the
might be onto
city? Or bigger?
What do you mean?
Do you know fire spirit? Like in the Undercity? Those little rascals?
No. The volcano. The fire spirit.
Bigger?
Much.
The
What have you guys been
spirit.
doing? You're the fucking information company. You got your heads up your asses.
Wasting time.
Oh, excuse me, guard filler.
On this one.
I think this probably constitutes an emergency at this point. I don't suppose you could see us in.
I have direct orders not to allow anybody in, but I can go in and try to read them.
Hello,
Mr. Ehrlich.
We gotta talk.
Oh, absolutely.
What the hell
Do you
is
wanna
that?
hit him?
Yes.
Some shit. Let's go to the board meeting. All kinds of wild. Yeah, we need to have
Oh
people
my
like that
god.
now.
This is just exactly as I feared.
Right this way.
I'm sick of
board meetings. Well, let's not fight it with the sword.
So Johnny, do we want to
For the moment.
head back down and see
Only
if,
guest
Manu, if it's any better, this one's yellow.
Me will be on the meeting. Thank you.
Just hurry the fuck up.
Now I don't know.
Hey.
Because everyone else heard
watch or
cannon down the road.
Blaine, you were in that meeting.
Yeah.
There was a concern a little while ago
Yeah.
that Horizon brought up in that discussion about shocks in the upper atmosphere pissing off a volcano. I thought, maybe down on the ground, maybe it won't be such a big deal. That thing was pissed off the fire spirit because of, mining operations. You've just blown a hole in the planet. Can you get a ship out there to see if anything's gone wrong? Well, things kicked off on the
We can try to
volcano.
send something. It was a cryo bomb that hit though. At least it should have been, but it may not have been.
Well, we felt
To
it
see
up
what
here,
we don't even
so-
know what ordnance got fired anymore.
Right.
You're extremely important in the thing. Alex wants you there, so
Let's go.
let's
Yeah, it was big.
All of
but
us?
We didn't order it.
What?
Yep, that's what the meeting's about.
Right. Okay. What? Look, if you've grabbed that ship and done something fucking stupid.
You're all purple and
Mr. B, where is Blaine?
Everyone's on their way, don't worry.
Blaine tells me you didn't order that strike. Is that correct?
Let's wait a moment so Blaine comes here.
Alright. Hello.
Some help to whatever's happening.
Can you tell Nina to head back down, please?
Okay.
Tell you not to head
Thank
back
you.
down.
Nina. Oh, they're going. Okay. All of you, as probably the rest of the upper city and probably the rest of the planet, has probably felt the rumble that happened a few minutes ago.
Aye.
That's why you're here, is my guessing.
Yeah.
Something, I guess there was a few miscommunications and things, and the cannons went off.
It's quite a miscommunication.
Not of our choice. Not a miscommunication. I'm pretty sure. Check it out. Yes.
I think that's yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So it was not a miscommunication. Something or someone, I'm leaning towards something, apparently hijacked frequencies and completely mimicked our authorization code to fire cannons. And what do we know about that uses radio frequencies and can mimic things almost instantaneously and learns super fast and adapts?
No, it wasn't lost on me.
So, and we had absolutely no way to stop it in time. Because it was jamming everything we could end up.
It happened.
So the only reason it would do that is if it knew that we were using that thing to try and construct a bomb. So some part of the alien was in that meeting.
Oh, Jesus. Nah, he teleports.
What the?
Yeah, I kind of just do that. What's up? Hey, did you guys shoot that? What did you guys do? What was the big thing?
Blaine, if you wouldn't mind.
There was an orbital
Blaine,
Please.
So basically, this is So this is what just went down. What I am assuming is the entity. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if we have a name for it. That's my best assumption. I don't know who else has this kind of capability. Mimicked Sanity's exact authorization codes to fire weapons upon the Lance. Way before we were ready to. We were planning on turning it into a popsicle at the end of the day, but it decided to happen now, and we had no way to stop it. It jammed every possible way to communicate with that ship. We had no way to tell them to stop, and they just fired.
Whose weapon was it?
That was a Saniti. That was the Saniti weapon, the one that we talked about at the board meeting, where we said we were gonna turn the Lance.
And blew it up themselves.
No, they sent a communication. They basically no, shut up. You're not running the. Shut up. You can talk later. In a minute. Let me finish my whole thing so you understand what's going on before we get all confused. It was not a matter of them taking the ship.
Chill.
They did not control the ship. It would be like, Damien, if you didn't say anything, but then you found out someone perfectly mimicked your voice and ordered your HTR team to go kill people. And you were like, what the fuck happened? It's more like that.
Okay, got it. 100%. Okay. Wow.
That alien was in the meeting room. The only reason it would blow itself up is if we were using it. It knew that we were using it to construct a bomb. That wreckage was being used by Mars to construct a nuclear device.
For what we know, it's already on every communication device on our system. So maybe it's already knowing what we're talking about now.
Maybe it's fucking listening in by Terrence's phone call, as far as I fucking know.
Hold on, real quick. How did it know that? Who was in the Golden Lance? Right? Was there anyone there, or when it blew up, was there?
I don't know.
Literally just said they were sending a team in, like right before this happened.
Was there a team there?
Yet to verify.
It was in process of happening. We don't know how close they were.
Okay. Wow. So it just knew what we were gonna do.
To my understanding, there was a team sent by one of Atlantis employees, for what I know.
You had a team.
Sawyer, I believe is the name.
Sawyer.
No, I believe that this Sawyer person was working on by themselves.
He left early this morning.
Atlantis personnel have gone on a mission aboard the Golden Lance without talking to the rest of the Union, the rest of us about it. Is that what I'm hearing correctly right now?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Blaine, we're gonna need you to repeat your whole spiel this time.
I literally.
All right, I'm pretty sure Conrad cut off that team.
So
I guess I didn't hear.
I will now inform Mars. So what just happened, Mars? We found out. Did you guys send a team to the Lance without telling us? After we just had a discussion, Mr. Croak, about how we were going to, by the end of the day, blow up the Lance, and you sent a team there. Is that accurate?
And did
Before I even get into this?
The part where I mentioned that Saniti and Atlantis were going to the Golden Lance, last I had heard.
And at that same meeting, we told you we're not doing that anymore. Did you not hear that?
No, I was too busy distracted by Quixote's insolence.
Well, hopefully that didn't cost lives of anyone.
Well, Mars did say that they need to get nuclear
Materials, yeah.
Placed. Yeah.
So basically, all you guys went down. The mission was called off. We were gonna popsicle by end of day. We didn't know you guys were going in right away yet. Otherwise, we would have made 100% sure all weapons were on stand down. But either way, basically what happened is, as you guys know, we are dealing with an entity that can rapidly evolve and mimics radio signals and frequencies and technological signals. Something, probably this thing, was able to replicate Saniti's authentication codes and sent it to our orbital cannon ship and authorized fire very prematurely. So that's what that rumble was, and that's what just happened. So Lance is likely a popsicle now, and whatever this thing is knows how to send that level of advanced codes. So you guys need to be very careful.
The strength of the signal, Blaine. Is the
probably
strength of the signal strong enough to
be
establish
careful too with what
communication
you
to the outer
say
space fleet?
anywhere in the upper city.
No, this was only going out to lower orbit because that's where the ship is.
Right, okay, so we now need to make sure that we double check all of Saniti's fleet to make sure that it doesn't get the technology it needs to broadcast how to adapt to cryotech. That has to be our priority.
That's a good
one.
point.
We can find more electricity. This ship that's coming, let's scrap it, use that for the nuke instead. We need parts for this nuke. We cannot let this thing get the head of us. We can bring the ship here, we can have it under guard. We can have Mars lock that thing down instead and you can use it for your firearm. Either way, that ship is compromised.
Gotcha.
Am I making sense,
For God's
gentlemen?
sake, have some more fucking failsafe to your orbital strikes.
Can I speak now?
Yeah, go for it.
What is it, Mario?
Okay, look. If there was the alien in the meeting room, then that means it might be on someone or maybe hanging out. So we just need to bring it out in this room. Because, you know, most of these people were at the meeting, right?
I mean, it's gonna.
Yes.
No, here's my. I'm gonna tell you what my suspicion was.
To lure it out, right?
It's able to interact with technology. There's no if it's on somebody in any
physically here.
In any magical way, I would have seen it in an instant. So I think it's in the systems.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Radio and
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
We already know it's
Now,
breached
like that
corp
technology, I don't
signals.
understand how it's in the systems because I'm literally tech idiot. So I can help you only on magic shit.
All right. So what do we do next?
Because if it.
Well,
there's scrapping of new ship. Hopefully, you know, emergency make this thing still happen.
How are we building the bomb if we can't get gold? You had an idea?
I was suggesting that the compromised ship was brought in immediately to scrap instead. If its launch codes have been compromised, we can bring the thing in, scan it over while we do so, see if we can learn
You're saying
anything
the
about how
orbital
it
strike
accessed
thing,
the
we
ability,
scrap that.
and take that for parts instead. In terms of the creature
whatever
among us, we know this thing has hacked our systems multiple times, so there is every chance that it has put a bug within the system, and there is every chance that it is in any of our devices, even the thing in your hand right now. I don't know how we roll this out, gentlemen. I'm open to ideas. We need to narrow it down. Manu's right.
Polaris pretty much only uses pencils and papers and old tomes. So, you know, we could all go back to writing. I love writing.
Good idea.
Alright, well, yeah, give it a shot.
I mean, for the moment, I guess that's the only choice we have until this
I think
matter is clear and we can go back to
Don't
other
talk
things.
on radios. Shut off any sort of recording devices that could be used.
Stone
that means you
tablets.
fucking Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Make sure that, you know.
Can you confirm the
there's no way
death
they're
of Sawyer?
listening.
You could have vital
Yes?
information on how this occurred. If you're able to get a hold of him and see if he was anywhere near the site, he might
Or
give us
anyone
vital
aboard
intel.
the ship for my takes.
Couldn't we get Atlantis to actually analyze that communication? They have records of almost all communications that go across this planet. Wouldn't they be able to have gotten some kind of signature from that?
Or
And see if we can get
triangulate
more
where it
information
came
about
from, perhaps. Because this city is covered in
Yeah,
rays.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should get on
That's
that.
fair. I think you're right, though.
Lure it out. The one that's in the upper city.
If you have any kind of antenna
We can try-
communication device on the wasteland, you probably went through that. So if you record everything, it will probably be
We
in
can't
there.
make any assumptions though. If it didn't come from the wasteland, we need to know, and that's what they're here for.
They'd be able to triangulate it
I
just like
was,
you said.
I
So
was
if
talking
there's-
about the information of that Sawyer maybe provided.
Oh,
If there was
Yeah.
a launch code of that power that went through, Atlantis would be able to analyze it. They're going to be able to tell us what happened
100%.
for sure.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
that's the
you
plan.
guys
We gotta
collaborate
get
on
more
that.
information.
Good.
If
We
that's
got- I
alright
wanna
with you,
get down to
this
the
thing's gonna be
waste
hard
camp. I need to
work.
figure out
Launch
what's going
codes are
on down
secure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a shit show.
Leo brought up a good point that Len brought up a good point that
I go by both.
It's nice to know. Anyway, the fucking orbital strike may have exacerbated our volcano problem. The fire spirit's not happy about having a fucking hole blown into it.
Shit.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. We're gonna have to get an even bigger gift basket for it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Well, how about the gift basket of it
should
not being
convince how
destroyed
much
by
of a threat
aliens?
this is.
That sounds like a pretty good gift basket to me. I mean, this fire spirit, you've spoken to
Think
them in the
so.
past, right? I mean, it sounds like a pretty good cut and dry
Difficult
deal.
to reason with sometimes.
Just to know, is there a way to reason with this entity on the volcano? Maybe let it know that there's a bigger threat coming down. Maybe it can help us in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be a dickhead, fire spirit. Maybe.
Thank you.
Option B is fucking
We're gonna-
kill it. But
We're gonna bring some, we're gonna bring logic, some gift basket, maybe something from Bed Bath & Beyond, a nice candle. We'll take care of it. Ricky and I are gonna do our best.
Who
We're on
owns
it.
Bed Bath & Beyond? I suppose that would be.
I'd also like to quickly bring up a consideration. I believe in the board meeting we had a few days ago, we considered if we have the capability to safely contain the thing, to immediately contain it and send it off on a course that will never come back to this planet in the near future. So since it is just a sitting popsicle right now, we could now that everything's said and done, send people in, cordon it off, chop it up, and send that thing off to the farthest reaches of the universe.
Wait, the
I believe the concern at the moment.
Frozen land?
Gentlemen.
I believe the concern is not
like that.
the
That's clever.
golden lance. That is being dealt with. It's
He
not
raises a valid
No, the
point,
golden lance
sirs.
has been frozen. It's not been dealt with yet.
He raises a valid
Wait,
point,
wait.
sirs. Sorry if I may interject.
Wait, hold on. So, I'm sorry, real quick. How did that work? So the beam froze it? You have a freezing beam?
It's a cryo bomb, yes.
It's a cryo.
When we
It
said
was a
popsicle,
cannon.
we
It wasn't
literally
like a
meant
beam.
popsicle.
Yeah.
So it shot a freeze bomb at it, and now
Yes,
the golden lance
it's-
is frozen, not destroyed.
So you were you at the Mars demonstration when they
it's
threw the little
frozen and
the little
annihilated
frost
for
bombs?
a while.
Imagine that, but like way bigger.
I am
Got it.
losing my rag.
What's cryo grenades?
If I may,
Yeah, like a
sirs,
really big cryo bomb.
Now we are familiar with the concept of ice cubes. Can we please consider the fact that the destruction of the Golden Lance and probably the alien within it means that we have soft confirmation here that the alien on that fucking vessel, and indeed maybe even the vessel itself, is not what this thing is after?
That's true.
Oh, I
think
never
it's
thought
kinda-
that.
we
Never thought that this alien was after the golden lance or anything that was
But the thing
feeding
is,
into it.
if we
Which
can
is just
find
wants
out
the
what
planet.
it wants, we can move it off. We can try and send it away. If that's the bait, if that's the thing, if we can write
I mean,
that
if
down.
I was a hive mind coming to a specific planet of all the choices in the galaxy, why that planet? Well, what do we have on this planet that is different from any other?
Titan.
Yes, Titan.
Yeah.
Well,
That
also,
was what I was afraid
Soniti,
of.
you probably tried to hail it when you guys were encountered in Outer Rim. Did it ever respond to you or say anything?
Not to my knowledge.
I believe it did not.
The hive mind? No, every time we send something, we
I
lost
wanna
contact with it.
taco, or, did it ever tell you
No,
anything?
it never talked to us. Every kind of community, every kind
Everything
of
was
vessel we
static.
send.
So
was
there you go, Leo. That's the
missed.
answer.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe we should clarify.
it's
It
good to
may, very well may have tried to talk to us, but it didn't try to talk to us in our language. So as far as we know, no.
And where we know, maybe talk to any of the ships that we sent, but they never come back. So,
I mean, we've been able to decrypt the fucking language of the thing in barely any time. Just do that.
Can I air a
Write down what it says and then we fix it.
potentially stupid idea? Has anyone asked Titan what it thinks about this alien? You know, the great fucking synth monstrosity that hates all organic life? I can't say it'll be
To my
happy
knowledge,
about
it's
being
dead.
taken over by some sort of Xeno. Hey,
I'm
people
pretty sure-
keep saying that, and yet it keeps coming
I
and
don't
hacking
believe
things.
that.
So,
Right.
I believe I know someone that we can ask about it.
Another
Well,
thing
he
to
should be
consider.
downstairs. I'll go check.
We were monitoring Titan beforehand, correct? Like all of the corporations, that was our problem before this thing really got big, right? There is a high chance the Titan is dead, and this alien saw it in the systems and said, "Oh, this Titan thing seems important. Titan, I see it everywhere. It's all over these guys. I'm going to use that." So there's a chance that it's not actually Titan. It could be a red
There's
herring.
also the fact that Titan wants to be found as well. I mean, it's not done a very good job of hiding itself. It just comes and prints Titan on every screen it can get a fucking hand off, like a fucking teen girl posting on social media.
True. And Titan definitely would not like this creature, because everything we found out about is that it eats synthetic beings. So they're probably not friends if it is alive.
Well, if it's not friends, maybe we can get him to fight. That was all I was querying.
Maybe just for the moment, just
we can just ignore it. It'll go away.
I mean, let's hope.
The problem is, if the alien is after Titan, I'm pretty sure we have to work with it and kind of protect it. Because if he somehow gets its hands on it, then I'm pretty sure it's going to be even worse somehow.
Johnny's here, sir.
Thank you. Johnny, I've been meaning to ask you this for a while, but, well, never got the chance.
What is it?
I guess now's the time. You wanted to get on Titan's facilities when we went on that mission, I believe. Do you mind telling us anything? No?
Kind of a private conversation.
Well, it's no longer a private conversation. We might all die tomorrow, so it's probably a good time.
Okay.
Time is very limited.
All right, then I don't have your private half of this information.
Right.
That's fair.
Johnny, you can trust me. Please go ahead and... What do you know about Titan?
What do I know about Titan? Wait, how much?
Just
If it's any consolation to you, we're not looking to kill Titan. We're looking for his help if he's alive.
That's exactly why.
Or her, whatever.
Why the fuck?
How do we identify?
Why are we asking what the taxi feels about Titan?
I guess if I have to start at the beginning, I'm pretty sure Titan is Corvinus 3.
Can you elaborate?
He's the size of a planet.
Yeah.
Literally weeks
ago.
We know this.
Yeah, we know that
seen
much.
specs
Okay,
of him
cool.
on at
Just-
least one occasion. He's just
I think he's just starting from the ground up.
planet-sized.
Yeah.
His exact words were, "The ground on which all things walk, the air that all organics breathe." That it kind of, did his big over-the-top thing.
Fair play if you're a planet, to be
Do you
honest.
still have contact with it?
No.
Do you know how to get contact with it?
Do you know how to get
Use the
contact or get into it?
facility, But the facility might not be there anymore, truth be told. I
Why?
maybe saw it recently and it collapsed. I don't know why. I don't know.
Well, you're talking to a corporation who's very good at moving rocks, so, is this something we're gonna do? Are we gonna get some fucking excavators in that, or what?
Let's send a non-synthetic team down there, fucking excavate the thing, see if they can find an entry point, and then bada bing, bada boom, we have a line of communication.
None of this changes what we do
I
tomorrow.
believe,
Terrible idea.
I believe if we're sending a team, I believe we were trying to communicate with it. Representative
I'm pretty sure.
from the scenes will be required because it will get to us thinking we're trying to attack it.
That's true.
At least
It really
one
doesn't like
scenes is
organics.
probably necessary.
I mean, when we went down there with a bunch of... Okay, between you and me, yeah, there was some brainwashing going on. I think he stopped near the end. I think he kind of realized that it wasn't a smart idea. He seems... This seems weird because I'm pretty sure he's like infinitely old, but he feels young sometimes. It's hard to explain. But one of the things that happened was when we went down there with about 5 people, and even opening a door required us to sort of yank blood out of people, which isn't exactly a good look. I think if organics go down there, they might just not go down there quite so good, if you know what I mean.
So,
well, if we're trying to attack with it, I'm pretty sure like a
wasting time.
team with Saints and Organics will be necessary.
Yeah, so this is the deal, okay? I can just literally tell you what's going on. The Titan itself is not going to be able to help us because it is it. It's just Corvinus 3. The elementals that are representing elements on Corvinus 3 can help us, right? Fire, water, earth, come together. Love, all right? That's not a real element. I just made that up. But like, look, like all those elements come together. We work together, and then they help us and help us fight. But like, the planet itself is just like rocks and shit. It can't like do anything. Like, what's it gonna do? So like, we need to.
Oh no, he can actually do a lot.
We just need things that can help us now. We need things that can help us now. Because we don't have much.
All right, we've got an alien fleet, advanced fleet to beat off tomorrow. How about we reconvene on it after we don't die tomorrow? Eh? Does that sound like a good plan? Yes. All right, let's table this for now. We good with that? We good to get that ship into scrapping so we can keep making this bomb. We'll think this through and we'll see where we stand tomorrow.
Okay, let me know if you need anything. We're gonna still work with Mars on this and research it. Tolaris will be on time. So yeah.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
How do you want to do that?
Thank you. We'll leave you to it, gentlemen. Apologies, we have much to attend to.
Question, Raz, who was on that team?
Whoa, fucking Sanidi, man. Gonna get run over by a fucking train every fucking time. Bye, Damien.
When the boom happened?
No.
No. I was up here.
No.
Okay. Great. Have a wonderful day.
Hey, excuse me, can you beat me out, sir? There.
Oh, absolutely, sir. Right. Come back.
Thank you. Enjoy squatting. Whose torches? Never mind.
See, we're good at protecting people.
Do you find out what happened?
How has it got to the point where we're asking a taxi for its fucking opinions on the planet? How has it got to that point? Alright. Man, you disappeared. I assume back to WOTO.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
My ping's nowhere worse than it usually is. It's interesting.
Hey guys, I stepped out. I'm tired of waiting. I'm moving forward.
Stop. First of all, don't go fucking AWOL, alright? Unless you want to fucking get in the same situation as Simon did. Second, we're literally about to discuss what to do, okay? So don't fucking get a head start and think you're being the champion, okay? Now, come on, let's talk in the office. It's already here.
Right, that'll calm him down. Another office meeting. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Look, what I was trying to say is that if there is the alien up in the upper city, all I gotta do is just go haywire again, you know, on you, and then bam, it'll come out.
Right, let's do it.
We don't believe the alien is physically here.
Are you sure about that?
No one fucking knows shit.
Well, we can rule it
no
out.
one knows fucking shit, so we should do it.
He's got a
Do
point.
what?
We can
fucking
rule it out.
electrocute half the city? Like, what is that gonna do? All right, you're just playing a hand that you don't need to. Keep that to yourself.
He's calling the shots.
Look, let's focus on the matter at hand, which is the Simon situation. Okay? This morning, I had people search his apartment, and they found the following. They found medication, accelerant, which was prescribed. They found all of his weapons, which is a good thing. We know he's not armed. At least with the fucking arsenal that he's been procuring over time.
No, but he might still be armed. He has some things installed into his arms.
Court weapons all have trackers in them. That's just more confirmation he intends to go off grid. Unless he's able to hack them himself. Yeah, it's not a good sign, Ricky, I'm sorry. Wish I could share your enthusiasm.
Well, the point being, we know he's on the run. And I also have some leads as to where others that might be associated with him.
Right.
You see, when he went in to, well, I don't know, perform a subterfuge, we got pings on our gate on two of the individuals he was working with, right? those two new
Yes.
guards, so to speak.
Yes, Hadwin and the Quixote intern. A fucking intern.
And Quixote at that.
But Hadwin, we know Hadwin,
We
the
do.
mayor of the Wasteland and an employee of WOTO, who we have been working with in good faith. Now,
That we had.
I don't know about you, Leonard, but I have no idea why they would sneak in and try to disarm the containment field of an alien that we know to be a world-ending threat. So unless they're working with this fucking alien,
Hadwin
they have some ulterior motive.
seemed to be very eager to get in contact with this alien, seemed to believe there was something he could do. He didn't elaborate on why. Apparently he'd been working closely with Simon. I said, hey, you
When
know...
did you have this conversation?
This was a long time ago, while we were planning the initial, the second expedition out to the Golden Lance. I went down there to find out what Titan was doing. The second time he showed up and hacked everybody's terminals. I went down there with a gun, ready to fight some synths. While I was there, I connected with Hadwin, who revealed he worked for WOTO, and he said that it was very important that he could get in front of this alien, just for a little bit, and that if he did, he'd be able to help out. Now, I don't know if that was bullshit or what. Certainly Simon never spoke to me on the topic. He just said that this bloke called Hadwin would be coming up, and it's you want to have a conversation with him, that's all. But that doesn't explain why he went beneath the radar to do this. If he had legitimate cause, then he would have talked to us about it, one would have thought.
Right. That's my thoughts as well, which means their cause is not legitimate. There is some ulterior motive that we're not aware of. Now, you mentioned, regarding your situation, that this data pad was procured and put forward to you by forces,
I intend to discover after this all gets wrapped up, aye.
Can you elaborate a bit as to how that came about? How did they contact you?
Well, let's just say it has...
Where's this information procured from?
Striking similarities with a certain Brass King. I don't know if it was the Brass King, but I just had a notification pop up. When someone tries to speak to you on a secure communication channel, particularly if you're a head of security, that's something you investigate. I went and investigated and, well, I found what I found.
What do you think their goal was?
I think their goal was, fuck the corpse, let's destabilize the head of security and see if we can take out Goldman. I think that aligns.
And how do you feel now?
Feel now about what?
I mean, you're still here. Why did you not, run off and fuck the corpse?
You guys, Simon, even Goldman have nothing to do with that. Listen, I won't lie. It's thrown a lot of my decisions in life into very sharp relief. But... well... Manu was telling me about the stuff you'd been up to, Ricky, and the things you've been doing, and the people you've been reaching out to, and... well, when I was down there and drunk, I was taken in. I wasn't killed, I wasn't shot dead on the street. It was just people being nice to me when I was at my lowest. And if you've seen something like what I've seen, then you'll know that it doesn't matter about what you want. You've just got to protect the fucking planet. And then, well, I guess we'll figure out where to go from there. So that's how I feel, Ricky. I feel like I gotta get this done.
I'm leaving in 1 minute.
Put a bet on myself. White Manu.
I'm going down to the row to look for Simon in 1 minute.
Well, let's go to the wasteland instead, because if Hadwin's got connections down in the wasteland and a big desert to disappear into, then that's the place we got.
Okay, then let's go.
And I need you to have a cool head about this, alright? I
you
agree.
expect me to have a cool head while we're just dicking around?
Yes.
having
Alright,
story
fine.
time?
Listen, we'll take my fucking car. Let's go. We could talk about it on the way down, for God's sake. Man, you... Do I have time at least to get my armor on?
You do. You're not taking orders from him. Mind you. Let him get his armor on.
Alright, we'll meet outside me place in a bit. Fuck it, need to go that way instead. You're a good liar, Len. Well, you told your wife you'd come home for fucking years and you didn't, so there's that. Come on, Talman. Just a little bit longer. Hopefully that doesn't look too scuffed when they're on. Keep it a little bit. Get my fucking... whatever. It's difficult to do a change of avatar. Ooh. It's kicking off today, boys. It's fucking kicking off today, boys. Team Planet. I don't know what the fuck Team Planet is. What's an acceptable amount of time to wait for putting on armor? We'll hand wave it a little bit. I'll wait until the 20 minutes to point. Fuck knows about the volcano, man. Listen, I'll stay around to have a chat with people after this thing's over. It'd be good to do this for once. Inventory's fucking cool.
I have a info for you.
Hello.
As WOTO head of security. A security ping goes off on your markings, and it says that a unmarked Dreadnought class ship has just appeared in space above the wasteland. It bears no IFF tags. It is likely to be another corporation or an unknown entity.
Thank you, Cypher. That's great. Cheers.
Yup, just keep on rolling.
Aye, it does, did it? Thanks. Alright. So, where the fuck are they gone? Ricky. Ricky, an unmarked Dreadnought class vessel has just entered into the airspace above the wasteland. Could be another corp. It's not giving off any IFF signals or anything. I was getting my armor on it, flagged up on my displays. I don't know what to tell you, man. Looks like we might be delayed on that wasteland trip.
Okay, wait, what? So, okay, on your apartment, there you are.
Hi. An unmarked Dreadnought-class vessel has just moved into space above the wasteland. If we head over there now and that thing's hostile, we'll get wiped out if that thing even starts firing on our front door. I'm afraid we...
It's in the wasteland.
It's over the wasteland. No IFF signals, no markings, no nothing. It's either another corp using it as a flag attack, unlikely, or it's another thing this thing's got a hold of.
Could it be this Sonidi fucking laser ship?
I don't understand. No. It's Dreadnought class. It's a new vessel. It's a new sign. Something coming into that in airspace without doing the checks and measures, telling us that it's approaching us. That's not good. That's not Sonidi. Yes, it fired a missile, but they didn't say anything about it getting full control of the vessel. Either way, I'm afraid we have to verify another ship activities. Manu, I'm sorry.
All right.
If it's any consolation, if that thing fires, then, well, it'll do our job for us.
Well, then I'm fucking going to the row then. I don't give a shit.
Ricky, can Manu do this on his own? The man's an assassin. We can't keep getting split up, and we're needed up here.
It's true. All right.
Go ahead.
Look, do I do it or not?
Yes. Go to the row. Look for him. If you see him, you can take him out.
Okay, I'll report back. Bye.
Let me know if you see a killer burrito while you're there.
What is this burrito thing, or are you just hungry?
Apparently, Talaris let me know there's a sentient burrito that's claiming it's a WOTO product that's
right,
killing
I don't
people
need that
again.
right now.
I'll be
That's
quick.
More information than I need in my fucking mind. Right, Sonidi HQ,
Yeah,
let's
I know.
go.
All right. God, I can't believe we gotta talk to Sonidi twice.
I know.
What a fucked up day.
It's been one of them, eh? Fucking hell. Which side's the fucking terminal? I'm getting all twisted. Sentient fucking burrito!
Yeah, don't worry about it, alright? That's the least of our concerns.
Gotta be thinking about that all fucking day. Can't we just get their radio channel or something? Fucking hell.
Is this a thing that popped up just for you, or you think everyone saw it?
No, it was a copyright alert. The other heads of security will know about it as well. It's just a peripheral scan.
He said
So, Sonidi, sorry, unmarked Dreadnought class vessel entering into the lower atmosphere above the wastelands. Know anything about it? Is it you lot? Is it what's going on?
Nope, just got a call. Unmarked, no tags,
Yeah,
nothing.
so it's not one of yours.
Third party unknown.
Just to be absolutely clear, it's not the same fucking vessel that we were talking about scrapping.
No.
Right, so we got two errant vessels right now.
What? What is it? What?
Over the radio, I just heard Ivan was shot by Sawyer.
Yeah. You know where Sawyer is? Because this little fucker's in a lot of trouble
So
right now.
Sawyer's
I'm about to put a
alive.
bullet in his fucking mouth.
Where
is he right now?
He survived?
Do you know?
No.
Yes.
No,
Where was this
he
sighting
didn't
of the-
say.
Dreadnought
Sawyer sent a fucking
class
team
vessel.
after
It's
being
not a
told
sighting,
not
it was
to
over the radio.
to
He called
the
for an
glance, and they
SOS
got
and-
shot by the cannon. So.
And where's the SOS?
Wait, who did?
And now he
No,
shot
it
one of our
was
guards.
Ivan called over the radio.
Okay, hold
He
on,
said
hold
that
on.
He's been
One of
shot
your
and he's
boys
not
went to
gonna
the
make it.
lance without your
He's
permission.
bleeding out.
And
got shot.
Never told me.
Where is
Okay.
He
They're
never.
boys and Mars people.
They're alive or dead?
Some I don't know
They
if
should
they're
be
all
dead.
alive, but some are.
Would you know where Ivan went?
Dreadnought
No.
class vessel.
Yes.
And
And then right afterwards it happens.
Right, okay, so...
Dreadnought class vessel.
Right, we need to go to Mars, Kyoto, see if they can get some of the fucking turret defense systems online. I'm sure they know about it already, but maybe they can get something
We
from their
have
long
no idea
scans.
who that
Ivan
is.
here. Where's the other
Right,
one?
okay.
Yeah, what would have access to a Dreadnought class vessel? Let's talk about usual suspects in the way, okay?
I don't know, like usually Sonidi, but fuck it, we could talk to Mars. Should we shoot it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are we shooting it?
Wait, what that fucking really rich dude who seems to show up at all our bullshit that no one knows anything about? Is
I
it
don't
him?
know, fuck it. If you've got him on speed dial, I'll ask him as well.
Okay, so there's communication.
What?
Alright, so it seems like it was not Sawyer that shot Ivan, it was Ivan that shot Sawyer.
Dreadnought
and they're in the
class
hospital.
Vessel. Dreadnought. Class vessel.
Dreadnought class.
Dreadnought class vessel.
Yeah, right,
Anyways, we need to go into the...
Alright, yes.
Ivan's one of our guards.
Let's go.
Wait,
Mars.
you
All right.
join up here or?
No, I didn't hear that.
What the fuck? Well, that's great.
What is going on with the guards' help nowadays?
I know, it seems like everybody's having fucking personnel trouble. It's creeping me out, I'm not gonna lie. I can't...
Yeah. Oh, I can't not move it. It is bolted down.
Huh. Whoa!
Don't worry about it. There we go.
Right, that makes it better, question mark?
Looks like they're lovers.
It does. It looks like they're in the heat of passion. Where the fuck would Mars be right now? Hopefully manning a turret somewhere.
There we go.
I don't want to knock on Quixote's door. I really don't want to knock on Quixote's door.
Yeah. It's like a last resort.
When's last resort? How many minutes of Dreadnought class vessel are we gonna give last resort?
Dreadnought class vessel!
Could be really great if I heard some big fat fucking Mars turrets firing right now. No?
Fuck it. Alright, Quixote.
Fucking
God.
hell.
We better get a medal for this.
Medal, we'll be glad to get out of this fucking alive.
Bro.
Fucking hell.
I think this is the first time I've been here since that first party.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get the emergency broadcast?
Oh yeah, no, we're...
Dreadnought class vessel.
Dreadnought class vessel, aye, that's the one. We're here to talk to someone who might have some... What?
You know more? Okay, please fill us in.
Everything... Okay, turns out the thing that the alien is flying here on is a Union satellite, a very large one.
Why is it
has
always
access to
Union?
all Union communications.
Why
It
is
heard everything that we said in the meeting room at any point in the last
I
week.
can clear this up. So, yeah, this thing is on a Union satellite, a Union vessel, or currently some form of... Because this is a repeat of what happened at the Mars landing pad.
How do we know this?
It's unmarked. We could clear it with every corporation, but I'm guessing it's this thing. I'm guessing it's the alien.
Are we assuming it's GU? Because not giving off an IFF signal just means it's not asking for a landing response, or it's got its electronics turned down.
It's
The Dreadnought
probably...
is unknown.
The Dreadnought's
It's
completely...
probably-
There's nothing.
Do we have visuals? Have we
So,
confirmed it's an
that's-
older class
that's the same
vessel?
kind
It would
of
have Union colours.
Yes.
So it's an older vessel, we've confirmed that.
It's an older Dreadnought vessel, yes.
So it is another Union vessel that just happens to be in command of some more fucking Union, boys!
Okay. No, hear me out. Listen to this here. This same thing happened with a smaller Mars vehicle. But it was sent from it was sent from the same place that the satellite with the alien on it is coming to us.
Sorry, what's this small vehicle?
So this thing...
Is this the car?
It landed on the Mars. Do you remember that? Yeah, 10 days
Sorry,
ago.
I wouldn't really call it like a fucking... like a car, a Mars vehicle, but like I suppose technically.
Yeah, it was like a car.
So that is probably what's going on here with a larger scale. That's probably the breakoff from the satellite that Kyoto had meeting.
Right. I take it you've
But you're
confirmed
saying
now.
that the base, the main hive mind, is on the satellite.
No,
But this is breakoff and it's scouting.
The
so
one that
this
was
is
Yes,
the
it's already
24-hour thing. That's this. That's already here. That's that vehicle.
It's already here, yes.
Then let's fucking blow it up.
Right. So apparently it's a
We
Union.
can't exactly run the risk. It's above the wasteland right now. If we blow it up, it's going everywhere. It's going across every part of the city. And if any part of that is alive, this whole place is done.
Yes, no, we're quite aware of that. So it's a Union vessel, allegedly, older class vehicle. Apparently this could be the scouting thing that was supposed to be going to a fucking relay, but it turns out Quixote fucking intel is about as good as it ever fucking has been.
Yeah, 24 hours isn't fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's not even
Yeah,
close.
that was a bit off.
So what do we do?
Also, our entire plan to keep everything secret from the alien until
I
we
know.
use it has just
Yeah, no,
gone
thank you.
out.
Quite aware of it. So, where are you going next? Corvanus 4 is nice this time of year, I hear.
I don't necessarily disagree with you. Every single one of our pieces of leverage have been taken within an hour. So,
oh no, so what are we gonna
fuck it.
do? Anyone heard ahead to the just anyone, excuse you? Are you fucking serious?
What is that? Is that a fucking robot?
I don't know, it seems like the sort of thing that needs to be in the wasteland right now, mowing down an army of God knows fucking what.
Man has a point.
Right, that's a Quixote boy over there. Craver, he seems to have a head on him. Let's go.
I need to talk to you guys about that.
Did I hear that right?
Yes, it's above the wasteland right now.
Get the fuck in here.
Okay.
Hi.
Everyone?
WOTO?
Hi.
You want to chat as well?
We do, in fact, want to
Yeah,
chat.
I'd rather not die.
Okay, so you do not. Okay, one thing I'm gonna make very clear to anyone here: you do not talk about the alien in Union presence. It can
Well,
listen
they're
to
in
it
my
from there.
offices right now. So let's go to the fucking boardroom.
Where's Simon?
Would you give me a minute?
Of course.
I need to have a private conversation.
You are lucky, Hadwin, that there is a planet to save. You stay on the upper sea, you stay right here, otherwise the next time I see you I'm putting a bullet through your brain. Do I make myself understood?
Understood.
Good, thank you, glad we're there.
Board meeting room. If you want to go speak with the rest of Nirvana and everyone.
Where are they?
Do you want Union here, yes or no?
No.
Yeah,
No.
we need them here.
Do we?
Everyone in your office
Why
should
the fuck
probably
would we
know.
want that?
Take all the radios out of their ears and stamp on.
Hold on.
Because
Hold on.
we can't have them.
Union are in our fucking offices right now.
So
I
let's
have
get 'em out.
someone in there keeping them preoccupied.
Okay, so what I can tell you right now is it's probably out of.
Yeah,
Okay,
break all the radios.
all of the anything that they can use as a communication device should probably be pulled off of them at the
Yeah, I
moment.
don't care
Security
if
team head the offices and confiscate everything from the Union officers in there now.
I don't care if it's a robotic leg, the guy can fucking limp home.
What this thing on the satellite is doing is it's patched into anything Union. It can see, it can hear. This thing can infiltrate basically anything here on the planet that's
How did
related
you learn
to
this,
Union.
by the way?
Aye, that is a good question.
I mean,
Give me a second.
how else do you think it knows?
I'm sorry,
It is a
are we
very
going on
reasonable
pure
conclusion.
conjecture here?
This is the only reasonable conclusion out of this. If we scan that, we have to be clear.
To be clear, we
saw it at the
fucking shitting
head
me.
meeting 6 days ago.
we detected that
6 days
everything
ago,
we
we
said
saw that
had
the
been
hive mind was
sent
on
up
a
into
Union space. satellite. That's new information.
Yes.
Aye, new
Meet me in
information
the
to me as
boardroom
well.
once you're done with them.
That's whenever they showed it. It comes from a corner of the sector that's Union, as well.
Once you're done up there, fucking meet me in the boardroom ASAP. On the double.
There was no alien. The office was clean.
Right.
The alien can patch into the Union.
Union's been
the
removed
Union
from our
stuff.
presences. Right. Now all the fucking chaos is out of the way. It's over the wasteland.
Aye.
It's over the wasteland, yes.
And we believe this is the same
Are we
vessel.
sure
You
that's the
guys have
scouting party?
confirmed that this is the scouting party ship you've been tracking.
It all lines up way too well.
Well, let's not assume
It
things for a
lines up
moment
way
and ask the
too
people who
well.
be tracking
Like,
the damn
probably.
thing.
Okay, well, I mean, are we gonna go into it assuming
My
it's not?
assumption
Because
more
I'm
than
gonna-
yes. Mr. Phil would have that information. He's not fucking here right now.
Alright, fine. Well, where is
But
Mr.
everything
Phil?
points to it being it.
Alright, well,
You can just move stuff in the Undercity.
in that case, what's the
We should
biggest
probably
turret
alert
you've got?
Atlantis and the ground troops.
Biggest fucking gun we got. Alright, biggest fucking gun we got. Now, if we blow this thing all over the goddamn place in the wasteland, what about all the small parts? It's gonna go everywhere.
Well, what about the fucking city when it fires a dreadnought class vessel on our front fucking door? I understand where you're coming from, but you said we had 24 fucking hours. We've had 2.
It's here now. Let's monitor it. We have to set up a plan. I don't think we can go into this right away right now. I think we monitor it if it makes any sort of moves. From the looks of it, it's just sitting...
Any sort of moves. It's scanning us and coming through all of our connections. It's in every fucking GU fucking
It's
office.
only Union right now. It's whatever that ship can see in
Only
the Union.
They are the basis of our fucking infrastructure. We've kept them around specifically because of that.
Change the plan. Stand at the front gate, ensure all security protocols are fucking set forth, alright?
They're in our banks. They're in our fucking money. They're in our private exchanges. They can see who's buying what they're buying. They can see every fucking transaction. If they're going through our central fucking banking systems, the one thing that all corps use, then they are already making some serious fucking moves.
So you want to blow this damn thing sky high?
Send it, Amelia.
We've got to do something.
If we do that...
Okay.
Let's hear it.
A dreadnought fucking vessel doesn't, to me, sound like a scouting party. That sounds like a fucking warship that's ready to fucking fire first.
Yeah,
So,
you said there... Is it alright if I go talk to the Union reps real quick?
They've left this building.
Okay.
They've left with all this stuff.
What, you want my fucking synthetics to touch it?
It's a good point.
I was told they're gonna try and quarantine themselves, so if you wanna try and talk to them or
Okay,
anything,
well that's good at least.
probably
Yeah.
in Union Tower.
Let's find out where they're quarantined and fucking rip all the electronics out of the place, I guess.
Quarantine is in Union Tower.
So
that's...
I was told.
That's fucking
I was
great.
told there's a
Okay.
potential for almost everyone at the
They
meeting.
can't be quarantined there. They can't be quarantined in Union Tower.
Who are we quarantining?
They have to be quarantined in one of the corporations.
Right, quarantine comes
Not
second.
fucking here.
Dreadnought class vessel over the wasteland, place where it's just blown something up. This thing is over the area, it's scouting for some sort of area. We don't think it's a scout ship, it's a weird scout ship, but we also didn't think it could accelerate to speeds so fast that it could expand at that sort of rate of time. This thing is advanced, they've probably made changes to the vessel. We cannot assume anything about that vessel's capabilities at this moment in time, given the degree that this thing has shown that it adapts with technology. I don't think we can rule out that this is a scout. I think it's a very big, very scary scout, and I don't know if I would currently prefer that scout in one place or in lots of places. So, what's our call?
What if it knows about the lance? What Sanidi did?
Sanidi didn't do
What
it,
did
I'm
Sanidi
afraid.
do?
Do you know what happened?
What did they do?
Sorry, let me bring you up to speed on that. The alien hacked the Sanidi vessel that was orbiting the Golden Lance, and it simulated launch codes such that it was able to eradicate the Golden Lance. That vessel is currently being taken because it knew, because we don't know. Okay, fine. So fair enough. That's a fair point. But let's just say that this thing was in the Union Tower and knew that there was a Mars plan to try and deconstruct that lance to use its hull parts to build its nuke. All of a sudden, suddenly, this thing takes it out. So now what we're doing is I have asked Sanidi to get that vessel, which is compromised, take that into scrap instead, so we can still build this fucking nuke. And now a dreadnought's turned up at our front fucking door as well. So,
Right, emergency response.
I'm getting ideas right now, gentlemen.
Can we scam a dreadnought? Can we scam a dreadnought, see if its weapons are active? If so, fire a slightly smaller cannon and take them out without destroying the entire ship, just straight away, because we don't want that thing firing.
It's gonna react poorly. I think we need to get everyone. Every corporation needs to know.
For sure, but all this alien has done is tried to kill us, so I'm not worried about pissing it off.
I mean, we could move things forward.
Do it.
It could proceed forward
and destroy half the city.
It could accelerate its plans to do things. I don't think we do that.
Go now.
All right. So you right now are one of the major military corps right now. You are Mars. We couldn't get a hold of Mars. If you know where they are, we can consult them on this as well. This is your call, Quixote. What do we do? Do we blow this thing up or not?
you blow it up, it's gonna send fucking bits and pieces all over the goddamn wasteland, and that's even a bigger fucking cleanup call. Now, I don't know if you want to fucking send your men down there to clean it up.
Set up a radio jammer.
I would prefer to leave it to the fucking sandworms
Set up the radio
and
jammer.
the rest of the beasts than have it in command of such a dangerous vessel.
Get the radio jammer set up. That's the first
Is
thing
it
we need
ready?
to do.
Is the radio jammer ready? Because if it is, we'll be able to tell if it is an alien or not, because we'll know from the radio signals it's sending out if it's the alien life form or something else. So we start with that.
I would love to fucking know.
Thought that the radio tower might have been damaged by the orbital strike from earlier.
What? Why would we think that?
Okay, so
It's a
we're
delicate
gonna need to send
satellite
people down to the
array. He has
wasteland.
points.
We're gonna need to send people down to the wasteland to set up infrastructure that we can use to put up a radio jammer down there at the very least.
We have.
We need some kind of jammer to.
Excuse me. Sorry. We have over there, the alien who's used it itself, a tower with signaling capabilities that can move outside of the fucking system. It is using that it used to signal into deep space in the first place. Why can't we use the Union Tower?
Then why don't we use that? Well, it's gonna know then. It's gonna start playing. It's gonna become a
Well, we've
fucking.
got to
hack
have something
already.
else. It's not the only thing
Like those
capable
old
of making a
movies.
corpse signal. Any Sinidi ball carrier should be able to deal with it. They should have a couple of the older ones anyway. Should still have corpse signals
Yeah,
from
we
back
can't
in
be
the days.
relying on a fucking radio tower in the middle of the wasteland. That's like what made of scrap metal. Like,
But it
we
has
should have higher
access to
level
Union
shit than that.
Tower. It's gonna know what
Right.
we're setting it to. It's gonna be able to it's gonna be able to instantly
Why
cancel
would
out
we
anything
use
we
an
do.
indefensible, fragile, non-mobile asset over one of Siniti's war carriers?
It's one time.
Because it's
It hacked the war carrier last time. This thing is completely off of our grid. It will not know about it.
Alright, fine. We'll do both. Fuck it. Both? I like
Alright,
both.
so who's going down and fixing the fucking
I like both.
wasteland radio?
I probably specialize in it most.
We'll send him down with a few of our human ground assets. God forbid I send fucking synthetics down there.
Trying to keep
We're in a
cybernetics
scrap
to a
town, so it
minimum.
shouldn't be a
in
problem.
that
But
team.
you know, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, transport to Wasteland
Okay,
looks good. We could
so-
send a team down. Before this week.
From
Get it
when I
done.
talked earlier with Union
I don't have a team.
and other Nirvana, I don't know how much you guys have already discussed, but they say that Union Tower is possibly compromised by the alien.
It is compromised.
Alright, well,
It
Hardwin's
is
waiting
compromised.
outside. He's one of the mayors of Scraptown. We got a number of
So-
capable people right now, and
Yeah,
we need
wait,
to
what the
take
fuck are
action.
you guys doing with Hadley?
Yeah, let's get that fucking rolling.
Phil wants him up top. When we fucking deal with that threat in the seas, that
Well,
whole shit, he wants a researcher up there.
Right, that's great. So Phil
Right,
wants
wants
it.
him.
That's a great explanation. Really, fills in the blanks right now. So he's a xenobiologist all of a sudden, is he, or something? Or like, what are you telling me right now?
Apparently he fucking can research this shit. So
All
he's
right.
going up there.
Well, he fucking works for our corporation, and that's news to fucking me.
Well, WOTO, I hope you fucking know I've also granted him access to our laboratories, because apparently he has some fucking weapon he can create to end this goddamn mess. So you're welcome.
Well, thank you very much.
Since when?
But since
Okay, let's go talk to Hadwin, shall
All
we?
right,
I
let's go
believe
to-
he.
let's do
Just
Hadwin right
yeah.
now. Let's go.
Start setting up the radio jammer down there, and then we can start blasting the fuck out of it. Doesn't matter.
Hardwin, you have a
What's going on
lab
with
and a
this?
weapon. What the fuck? No? No.
Pardon?
You're a xenobiologist now. You're building a weapon. You've been working with Coyote to build a weapon. Is that, am I reading that right?
I have always been a specialist in bioengineering, sir.
Bioengineering is one
today
thing. I went
about-
to your shack and there was plants about the place and you thought it might be worth having a bit of a poke around an alien. That is a far cry away from working privately with Coyote's own labs on building a super weapon capable of taking out a Xeno we've never
Connor,
seen
I think
before.
you might
What
want
the
to hear this.
What the... Where did this come from?
would like to hear this.
You were talking about fucking
I simply
revitalizing
didn't
the
have the
desert.
facilities.
Yeah.
You didn't have the facilities. Have you considered asking the corporation you work for?
Where is this meeting? Where is this asset?
You forgive me, sir, but I
Yes,
did.
I know.
And
We
when I went
already
up to
know
speak
that.
with you all yesterday,
Was this what the meeting was
I
about?
was shooed out of the room.
Was that it?
Because we were dealing with an imminent problem.
Also, the union's compromised.
You know about that one?
So what, you apparently this is a most like what, you joined fucking Kyoto since yesterday for working their lab?
No, they came to me today, barely an hour or so ago, and essentially dragged me
Is there more
there.
Kyoto members upstairs?
So, you came to talk to us about this
Yes,
yesterday,
I
and
think.
instead you got bored in the lobby and just decided you'd leave it at that. Yeah, great, fantastic.
I was told
When
to
I
leave,
saw
and I
you
was pulled
yesterday-
aside by Simon. When I
saw
stepped
you
outside,
yesterday-
I was pulled aside by Simon. He told me
Okay.
things that shook me to my core.
Aye.
Like what?
He was acting strange.
I
yes,
know what he
but-
told you.
Yes.
It's got me involved.
And the one thing he stressed about was that I could not trust any of the corporations with this information. He gave me the impression that someone up here might try and take the information and hold the planet hostage.
What the fuck sort of information? What, how to fight an alien?
Data on what comes to the biomass organically. Information that can be used to create a countermeasure that can destroy it.
Why
A
would we
chemical
not
I'm
want to know
capable
that?
of making.
Alright, well at least that
Why would
settles
that
it
be
then.
dangerous for us to know when we're saving the fucking planet?
Simon's fucked in the head.
Think. Anyone would be
Yeah,
able to
I
see
realize
that.
that now.
So what, you just fucking took his word for it, face value, when you've been dealing with us in good faith this entire fucking time? When you fucking came up here and you told us about how you wanted to change the wasteland for the better. I fucking vouched for you.
What Simon told you was my story. I know that the planet comes first. I know that the corps are our best way of fighting this thing off. I don't know what misgivings you've had in the past, and I don't pretend to know what's running through Simon's mind right now, but I very much intend to learn. But we have priorities to uphold. Whether you're in it for the money, or you're in it for people fucking down on the ground floor who you want to keep safe. Keeping that to yourself was a mistake, Hadwin. We have a greater obligation to uphold. Tell us what you know. How is it that you're able to, on one day, know how to revitalize the wasteland, and all of a sudden you can suddenly know how to take out a xeno threat? Yeah, you got synthetic eyes.
My ocular augmentations are capable of examining any biological matter that is non-animal based, and determine its entire biology, what it's comprised of, what its maturation state is, nutritional value, water intake, everything that comprises it or could comprise it at that given point in time.
And you
Information
didn't
that would
think to
normally
bring
take
this up.
days or
We
weeks.
had a sample of the alien with us yesterday, and we saw you.
I intended to, but before I could get a word out, I was shooed out of the room, and Simon pulled me aside. I was given the impression that I could not bring that information to anyone, that I had to keep it to myself. I'm realizing now the folly in that, but what's done is done.
Aye, Hadwin, what's the next step? What do you need?
Earlier today, as a last-ditch effort, I went into the Golden Lands. Myself. I brought a number of people from the wasteland with me.
With Sawyer, by chance?
No, I don't know who that is. We were in the Golden Lands, and we made it out just as the thing was shot
he's got
from
two
outer space,
personalities.
exploded behind us. But I got my scan, and I have the data.
You have the
On
data
my
of the alien
person.
you needed.
I have all of the data on my person as we speak. This is why I needed access to a laboratory. Quixote came in today as I returned to Scraptown's clinic. Before I'd even finished recovering, I was already being dragged into the city again. Quite literally limping. They took me to Nirvana, I was given rudimentary treatment, and then I was brought straight here. I wasn't given any real room to negotiate or ask questions. It has been a very busy day.
Right, well, we'll
But this
have
is where I'm
words.
at, and I am telling you honestly.
I'm sure we'll have words with Quixote
Before we
about
get to what
seizing
comes
our
next.
asset after the fact. The point is, do you have what you need
Yeah.
here to fight? Do you have what you need here? The lab.
I've been given access to the laboratory. I've not had a chance to look at it yet.
Right.
I presume Quixote, with bleeding-edge technology, should have what I need. As for the reagents and chemicals, that would have to most likely come through either WOTO or Nirvana. But I would need to first take a look, and I could start either through the night or in the morning.
Start now.
I don't plan to sleep.
Start right now.
Send us your shopping list. We'll talk about this when we're all not dead.
If you're being honest about what you're saying, and you actually are planning to go through with what you're just claiming, then we will be willing to help you in whatever way we can. Because we are fighting the fucking same point. We're trying to stop this thing from eliminating the entire city. I don't know where this mistrust was fucking seeded in you. Tell me more about this relation to you and Simon and whoever this other fucking intern from Quixote is, alright?
Intern from Quixote?
We know you guys were there.
I hired a decker from the Row. I were an intern with Quixote.
Okay, walk me through that whole story then. When you came back to WOTO and seemingly wanted to get a peek of the alien for yourself.
It's now the
Explain
time.
everything
Dreadnought
that happened
class
from your
vessel.
perspective. Dreadnought class vessel, right? Dreadnought class vessel. Alright.
I'll leave it at this, and hopefully this will clear the air. The only reason I did what I did yesterday was because, whether it was justified or not, obviously not, I was under the impression that I could not trust the data to anyone but myself. I knew that there was a sample, and I needed to see it. That was the reason I took the risk that I did. I left in a hurry because I realized the sample was not there, and I knew my only chance, given the timeline that have been told is the case, I had to go to the Golden Lands myself.
Right.
Dumb, but okay. Where's Simon now? Did he come and see you today?
I don't know where he is. No.
Be honest.
Last I saw him was
Dreadnought class vessel, Ricky. We can push this later.
Dreadnought class vessel. Alright, yep. Let's check out the lab.
After you.
You believe him?
I believe he's good intentioned, yes.
Fucking naive as shit, though.
Hadwin, I'm gonna need to make sure you get it through this. That sort of heroism isn't gonna go unanswered.
They gotta stop.
You had the right idea, the bad information. We'll straighten Simon out. What is with these fucking mannequins? Are these the aliens?
I would ask that you show me around the laboratory so I know what equipment I'm working with. Are you part of Quixote?
I would imagine so, seeing as I'm branded all over it.
Right.
But yes, we have our fabricator over here, our canisters full of hard light, the scanner, and anything else that you may need with this. It also uses a wireless signal, and then transmits.
Oh, looks good.
Again,
we should head over to Mars.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. I want to whisper something real quick.
No worries, I'll keep my voice down.
Alright. If he's saying what he's claiming basically is that he has an ulterior weapon and or alternate weapon or kind of method of how we can deal with the alien, one in which we did not discuss in Union Tower.
No, that's true. This could be our shot.
Hey guys, right that way. They're in the lab. We were just fucking out.
No, we're here for you two.
Why?
That's fair. We can leave you.
Sure you don't, quote unquote, run amok.
That's fair. We do the same thing. Let's get out of here. Ricky.
Yeah, classic. Deal.
Right.
Pretty much done here.
Thank you.
Talk with Mr. Hadwin.
Hi, thank
Everything
you for your
works out well?
transparency. Thank you for the loan of the lab to our asset as well. We will be around to reclaim him after this is all over. Thank you for your...
Do whatever the hell you want with him. I don't give a shit.
Just so you know, Saniti, Mr. B came by, said they had a big meeting, which apparently we were not invited to, and they pretty much came to the same conclusion of us. We've just got to deal with this shit, and they are gonna let us all know when it's time to roll out on that.
Right.
Well, what's their
apparently
leading plan then?
This
Unclear.
alien didn't corrupt one of their fucking ships to do it. They shot a cryobomb with the whole Golden Lands.
They did it
Golden Lands
themselves?
isn't destroyed, it's been frozen.
That's
Big giant popsicle.
Right, yeah, no, we knew that.
That's a very different story. Either way, we know that this thing fucking wiped itself out.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm reading that right?
Who are we missing?
A cryo-orbital strike would have been an attack of the hive mind against the hive mind, either meaning that the hive mind's not there, or it just was worried about this nuke, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, to my mind. Because we're still building that fucking nuke.
Not anymore.
We've got another ship.
We could.
Still build it. It's a matter of getting it.
Lieutenant Kramer, retrieval mission. I will return within minutes.
That looks like good
Like a snappy.
Yeah, can we borrow
Yeah,
it?
how come all my synthetics are my most loyal fucking soldiers? Anywho.
Hello?
I'm glad someone else has noticed. Alright, so...
Anyway, are you sending... Take care, Nirvana. Are you sending any sort of ground assets down to the fucking waste to ensure this thing doesn't start?
We intend to, that's right. We'll see if we can get some dozers down there as well. Build some
know what Miles is
fortifications contemporarily. We've got teams reinforcing the base as we speak.
This
If you
fucking...
if you can secure the area of the radio tower, tomorrow morning I can head down and work on the tower and make sure it's all good.
Right. Well, in that case, we best see what we can do on the ground. Do you want to head to the...
We're finishing up R&D on cryo grenade and mass producing them here soon. We'll let you know when they're ready and we'll start issuing it out to all soldiers.
Understood. We'll make sure the supply chain keeps running. And the meantime, of course, we got to make sure that we send a signal around our entire corp that they are no longer to use any GU technology, that we're keeping things entirely internal, and that we use secure corp-only communications between ourselves. There is no using the GU as an intermediary at this point, and any GU synth is to be treated as compromised.
It will be done. We'll do the same over here.
Aye.
Make sure the rest of the corps know that as well.
Yep. We know what Maz is doing currently. We're the only ones unaccounted for in this.
Let's find out, because
We've tried to ring their door 3 times.
The odds are...
Atlas came up empty-handed.
Well, hopefully that means they're already on the ground in the wasteland doing what needs to be done, but it could be be
Alright,
checked
so I guess we check there and then we go to the wasteland if we don't hear from them.
Aye, let's do that. So, best of luck, gentlemen.
Edwin, are you done there? What are you doing now?
I've taken a look through the laboratories. I've been shown around by one of their operatives, the technology and equipment they have.
Alright, well...
Should more than suffice.
We've got this thing called a caffeine cube. It's fucking deadly, but we'll see if we can get you sorted out with one.
You won't sleep for about a month.
Yeah, nibble.
Have everything I need.
Right.
Good.
So, as for supplies, reagents, I will send the list to one of the two of you later tonight.
Aye. Corp-only communications, we'll see that we get it. We've already got a supply line going with Quixote for the cryo goo, or whatever the fuck we're calling it.
Yeah.
I'll begin production immediately.
I don't do technical
As
names.
soon as I get those supplies.
Alright, Quixote, it's been a pleasure. I think it's the first time I ever said that, but you know, good work today.
Aye.
Pleasure as always. If you need a secure line to contact us, 47.
Aye.
It's our private channels.
We're available on 10. We'll see you about.
Well, look who's here.
There's you.
Let's get out of here, Ricky.
Boo! Boo!
Nobody wants to get shot in the chest, poisoned at all. Nobody feeling drowsy.
Yeah.
It's almost a pleasant meeting with Quixote. I never thought I'd see the fucking day.
Right. Alright, Mars, I guess.
That's Damien.
Secondary information. We should go there to see what we can get.
Are you sure?
Be careful coming into this area.
Actually, hold on.
Go to the wastelands and figure out what's going on.
Mr. Ricky?
Yeah,
Alright.
What do you know about the wasteland right now?
A fair bit. Well,
we know about the Dreadnought, if that's what you're talking about.
Dreadnought class vessel.
We have also, and I should
Dreadnought's
make this completely clear, learnt that the GU is completely compromised. All of their systems, all of their lines, probably all of their synths as well.
How do you know?
We have
Galactic Union's
Nirvana have told us that they have
the tower,
control over
specifically.
Union satellites and have interfaced with Union.
So that's how they figured out what happened?
That is how they know what
Yes.
happened, because they were listening through the
we
cameras
Great.
and array within the Union tower.
So
Them roam around
figures
and
that
do
the
whatever.
corporation's got to do everything. So that not only is the government useless, they're also compromised. Good to know. So what is
they're
this
working against us,
spaceship? What is this spaceship?
It's a dreadnought vessel,
We have-
and it's right up now above the wasteland.
We have confirmed.
So Lord
with
Croak
Kyoto-
told me he already.
We have confirmed.
Lord
with
Croak
Kyoto
told
that
me
this is
he's
the advanced
dispatched a
vessel.
team there.
That's good. I'm glad that Mark's
Really?
on the board. Alright, yes, a
Why would
dreadnought class
Kyoto-
vessel. Of all things. Came
Okay.
not 24 hours, but
Yes.
2.
Well, Mars dispatched a QRF force, as far as I know, to go take it out or deal with whatever. I didn't know. Like they literally just left a meeting with me and went down there. So they're there now. So the question is, what do we do?
Go rendezvous with them then. I mean, we were planning to go talk to them anyway because, you know, obviously this compromises everything going on in the wasteland, and if they are here now, then none of the preparation we had done in the tower is going to make any sense.
In the
And
Yeah,
also,
this is a
we
whole-
have to
this is a
assume
shit
now
show.
that everything discussed in the tower is now, you know, knowledge to the aliens.
Alien knowledge. Yeah.
So this means that we need to get messages going around our corps. No one is to use the bank. No one is to use public internet. Nobody is to use anything of the sort that runs through the Union towers. Union synths have been treated as compromised. We have to keep things on secure lines between corporations. If possible, keep them away from corporations which have been compromised in the past. That does mean Sinidi. We know they have been hacked by the Xeno in the past. Makes things more
sounds
difficult.
fair. Okay. What do we do about the wasteland situation?
Well, we've
Right,
got
like this happening right now.
Kyoto is on it, Mars is on it. We're going down to see what we can do to reinforce the ground forces. We need to make sure it's not exposed to magic as of yet. So Talaris, I'm afraid we're going to have to ask you boys to sit this one out. We're there to see what we can do with dozers to resurrect some sort of defense.
You guys are our best kept secret right now.
Yeah, I think
so.
that's actually smart. Believe me, we have plenty of stuff going
we're not
on.
a
We'll
secret
be fine.
anymore if they're taking care of the GU
I mean,
cameras
they may
and such.
know of it, but they don't know the nature of it.
They know, but
think
they've
they
never
adapt to it.
felt the pain. Yeah,
Right.
they don't know what it's like.
But
Yeah.
what about the magic users in the wasteland?
Yeah, that's right. Let's go sort them out. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, you guys go have fun.
All right.
Let's, we'll talk to
Is
you later.
your friend Sheila or whoever's down there, are they not? Thanks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Right, well,
I'm gonna call my car from here, alright?
Alright, let's go. Self-driving, very nice. There is no chance. This is a good lobby to go into. Cool. Ooh, that's my exit. Oh my god! Why is there so many my god. Oh, this has been a fucking episode, right? This has been fucking great. Oh, what a great episode to get the first stream back on. Is it running okay? I hope it is. I've not done thinking. You may hear seagulls in the background because it's very early morning over here. I need to fucking close my window quickly. Oh yeah, daylight. Great. Girlfriend's up for work in 4 hours. But she's pleased hearing me shouting. Hooray.
Alrighty then. Let's see what mischief we can get up to.
Well, hopefully, I don't see anything that looks like a dreadnought class vessel just yet. And you know what? Hopefully I won't.
Can't believe a dreadnought class vessel. You know?
I don't think I've ever said that particular phrase or name so many times in a day. And I hope I never have to again.
Nice to say too.
It is. It's got a ring to it.
Dreadnought class vessel.
Just I know. You know, if you're gonna get taken out by an intergalactic alien starship, it may as well be a dreadnought class vessel.
Oh.
All right.
Don't tell me.
You're here to the Spirit Canyon.
It's not class vessel.
Dreadnought class vessel.
Yeah, the one that crashed in the Spirit Canyon.
It crashed?
Wait, that's what I have heard.
Wait, there's a Spirit Canyon?
In the Spirit Canyon?
That's
Oh.
what I heard.
The fuck is a Spirit
Okay,
Canyon?
yeah, who knows more? Point me whoever knows more right away.
The 5 people who went out to the Spirit Canyon because one of our own was out there.
Was it Mars? Was it a wasteland? Who
Is
was
there
it?
a way I can get there too? What's the fastest way I can get there too?
Hi.
Garage owner went and took the fastest car we got.
Okay, what's the second
Got any
fastest
other
car you
cars?
got?
My race car.
Buddy, I ask you for one favor. Remember the first time we met? And I almost acquisitioned your car and it was very uncomfortable. I've gotten to know each other much better since then. Maybe now, with your permission, would you drive us to the Spirit Canyon?
To be fair, we paid you back for that as well. I could give you a shitload of diesel. Remember that old deal?
Yeah. Issue is, it's the one place I don't know where to go.
Oh, great. All right. Does anyone else know where it is? Is Sheila here? Is she out there?
Sheila's already went out.
No! Alright, okay, this is getting better. It is very important. It is very important that this thing does not come in contact with magic.
Yeah.
Give me a moment to think about the wasteland, what it looks like.
Right, you can do it.
So
It should be on the right-hand side.
It's on the right-hand side. Where
Edwin had to make a trip up there to rescue Reason.
You know where
Stein
it is.
one time.
You sure it's called that?
I know the general location, but I cannot navigate you through the canyon. I can't use the entrance.
You people live here, guys.
Give me the directions.
No, you can.
Give me the directions.
All I need to do is just stay right. Do not enter the sandstorm. If you enter the sandstorm, you're too far left. You stay right of the sandstorm, and you should
already
see
know
a
what
ramp.
you're talking about.
Right.
Come on.
That's a two-seater car.
The Spirit Canyon's on the right-hand side. Have to go up the ramp.
Two-seater, sadly, so,
Can I follow you in this one?
You know how to deck?
No, I don't. Don't suppose
You
you got
don't know how to get in.
I don't suppose you got a spare set of car keys.
I'll swing by as soon as you go up that ramp. It's on the right-hand side of the ramp. Should be a hole.
I need to go with Leonard. I can't go on my own.
Listen, Ricky, if you think you can go there and do this by yourself, and you'll be supported,
I trust the people that are already there, but like, if this thing has crash landed, then this is not a safe place to be.
No, it's not. Listen, guys, I need to fucking make you aware of the fact that this current situation is fucking dire, and I don't mean like, oh no, the corps are gonna lose a bit of money. It's fucking dire, right? So if you know who owns that second car,
It's wasteland ending.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Potentially entire
So-
city.
Ron, no, I know who owns it. She's one who went out there driving them to the Spirit Canyon.
I don't suppose you got some sort of truck or something. Or
My truck was lost in the Raider camp, and it was also a two-seater.
Right, okay, that's great. I don't suppose I could fit in the boot? Can't believe I'm asking this question.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Hey, let's find out.
Let's find out.
Yeah, maybe. What? There we go.
What's up?
Hey.
Got a question? Something?
Yeah, do you reckon I could fit in the back of that car if there's a two-seater that knows to go out with 3 people on it?
He's asking if we can shove him in the trunk.
Aye, and then perhaps get teleported to the destination when they're there. Maybe we could use
You
that.
know what? It's gonna suck, man.
I know it's gonna fucking suck. Everything about today has fucking sucked. My life
you know what?
fucking 20 days has been fucking... Alright, thank you.
Let it out, brother. If you can go invisible, that's fine. Or what? Ping me when you guys are there.
Just ping him and
there.
then teleport me. You can do that, right? Let's fucking get it done.
I can teleport you guys. I also need to go do that.
I'm getting in the boot now.
What a fucked up day. You know what? I'm gonna let it happen. That's just a fucked up day, and the ice gonna kick is I need to be in the boot of the car. Just fuck everything today, man.
Listen, Dreadnought class vessel. Oh, Damien must be nice.
Yeah.
But oh my fucking god.
Man, it's been a day. You don't even know.
Oh man, I mean, if you don't even know, then I don't even know. Holy fucking shit!
Been upstairs, you know.
It's been fucking terrible.
I haven't left all day.
It's been fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's same here.
Oh well, you know, at least the suffering is shared, and now I'm in the boot of a car.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually had a character death in the Golden Lance, apparently.
I thought you were going to say a character death in the boot of a car, and I was about to shit myself. What the fuck?
It's like, so funny thing, that's where the engine is, and that's unfortunate.
Oh well, fuck it hell.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
We did. It was bumpier than I thought it would be. Sorry.
That's a lot of fucking carbon monoxide. Just give me a fucking second.
It's a gas guzzler, ain't it?
Let it as you get your bearings and look up around you. This vehicle completely destroyed. The surrounding area scattered with just missile markings everywhere of hellfire. You would understand that from a dreadnought ship. This was a war zone out here for whatever reason.
Oh, well, it looks a lot better.
Well, we at least know the Mars folk. We know the Mars folk who came over this way were alive. Saw them walking back.
Yeah, we saw the Mars folk leave. We also saw the ship pass over. It is not crashed.
Yeah. Oh, it's still out there.
Right, well.
We need to check up on the spirit folk.
Where is it that it was attacking in this area directly? Is this confirmation of an attack of them on the spirits?
Everything.
You could say something about what these things are here for.
I gotta make sure Ron's okay, so...
Yeah. Can I ask a very pressing question? What exactly is a spirit canyon? No idea. We could walk and talk, I'm sure.
No idea.
Well, you're about to find out.
Yeah, ask him. He's the one who keeps coming down here.
Right, so, Spirit Canyon, Spirit... I know you and, Manu have got this whole spirit thing down right now, but, last time you went on a spirit journey, we all got very high, and I think I'm halfway there off the carbon monoxide.
Yeah, well, last time we came here, we met with the WOTO elemental.
Thank the dunes. Is she alive?
Are you okay?
Alright.
What are the others?
You see that
Where are the others?
her legs are ruined by bullet fire.
Get her on my back.
Right.
Hang on to his neck with her.
Listen to me, where's Sheila?
They killed
Where are the
him.
others?
They got taken. Sheila, thankfully, did not go. The other spirit talkers, however, are taken.
They've got magic users.
By who?
Thaddeus.
Fucking Thaddeus. Alright, well that answers...
So it's
One
not
thing.
an
Wait, who did
alien
they kill?
ship, it was Thaddeus's.
Thaddeus killed Maxwell.
There's an airship about with missiles.
Yeah, we saw it. It just left.
So Thaddeus
They
has got
want
the
Sheila.
dreadnought.
But Sheila wasn't here.
Exactly, yeah. They want her though.
Okay. Is she safe? Is she hidden?
Yeah, at the
Ricky.
Outer City. She left.
Ricky, this makes you a target, you're aware of that, right? If they take his spirit talk, isn't that means that he could be out for you next. I think we should reconsider our presence here.
Get it to safety.
Yeah, we're getting her out.
Only dead.
I'm guessing you guys are here for the ship as well?
The ship's...
Heard you requested backup.
We suspect now that, well, I suspect now that this Thaddeus fellow is, it wasn't an alien vessel at all. It was Thaddeus' ship.
Come with me. I can explain more.
Let's go.
Thaddeus is the guy who owns
he could
basically, I think, everything. If there's money being pumped in from a secret location, it's Thaddeus.
Right, the car is on fire.
That's okay.
We gotta get out of here fast. I don't think we should be here any longer than we need to.
Yeah. Let's go.
Ricky, are you sure there's nothing you can discern from this? I mean, he just struck here. He's already left. Maybe there is time here we can use just to scout the place out, see and find what he's after.
There is something else I need here, but if I don't have any spirit guides, I don't know if I can do it myself. I can try, but...
Ricky, the world's ending.
Here, at least...
If you think you can do something, now's the time.
Alright, how about this? Well, okay, hopefully he comes back. I was gonna say, he should take her back and then come back for us, but... Let me tell them what we know before we disappear.
Understood. How are we disappearing again? Oh, I hope I do not see a sandworm. If anyone's eating anyone around here, it'll be me for the time being, thank you.
Spread the word. That was not the alien vessel. That was Fatty. That was Fatty. Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll see you back on the...
Make sure you relay that information. Make sure you relay that information. Everyone's got to know.
Yeah. Tell as many as you can on the upper city.
And don't use GU communication channels. So is this a guns out sort of affair, or a sort of walk around and feel out?
I would not. The spirits are very sensitive entities.
Aye.
And you don't really want to spook them. So far I've been okay with them, you know, but I don't want to give them a reason to change that opinion.
I don't know if you see the fucking scars about the place, but it looks like the place has been pretty fucking spooked.
Right. So... the important thing here is to prove to this place that we were not behind this.
Right.
And then, ideally, unite it against the right enemy.
That sounds like a good plan.
Something tell...
What the fuck
I
is
can
that?
share this with you, but... well, we're getting to the shrine of the water spirit.
Right.
As you get closer, Ricky, you notice a few things. The lights that once shined all around you have dissipated somewhat. The stones are scoured, their markings and etchings removed or destroyed. This place was ransacked.
By bullet fire?
By both bullet fire, rockets, but some of it seemed to be by pick and handle. An intentional defacing. A thievery of the spirit's power.
I'd probably check on the water spirit right away.
Go get it.
Are we good?
Right, this is not how it's supposed to look.
Right.
I think whatever they came here for was... oh god, what?
Is this you doing your spirit journey thing? Is that what this is?
Blood splatter against this stone. A corpse of a golden-haired woman can be seen, splattered with holes.
Hey, whoever was here seemed to feel like they needed a gas mask. Is there something this place is toxic or something like that?
No, not on its own.
Well, it doesn't look like the work of no spirit I've ever heard of, but I don't know what to believe anymore.
I need to check on the water elemental. Hey.
Oh, fucking hell. Come on. Power on my legs. Fucking hell.
Alright, you can wait here. I'm just gonna... Yep.
Wait, sorry, that's a human face carved on the side of a centuries-old structure. Am I... Wait. What the fuck is this planet? I hope you know what you're doing, Ricky. Well, if I had to run into something called a water spirit, I suppose this would be the place. Maybe he's onto something with trying to get the spirits against him if this is what they needed to do to the place. But why? Why?
Leonard,
what's
it's
up?
Worse than I thought.
Huh?
The water spirit was consumed.
Consumed? What?
I knew Thaddeus had that potential, but not at this scale of an entire elemental force. He came here for power and he found it.
These crystals. Are these the things Maz were after? Is this what Thaddeus wants? He wants a power source.
They are related, I believe. I don't know quite how, but these cannot fall in the hands of
Well, it looks like
people
they've
like him.
fallen in the hands of people like him.
Exactly. Now,
so what is he
the
doing?
last thing that
he's using the confusion
the last
of
thing
the
this
alien
elemental
attack,
told
or...
me.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I think he's an opportunist. Maybe I don't know if he is connected to the aliens in a more direct way, but
or he's
definitely
seizing the opportunity.
seems to be. Look, the last thing the water elemental told me was of a druid spirit in this camp that knew the way into the volcano. The fire spirit, although seemingly unstable, surely would react to the death of one of its sisters.
Aye, that
at the hands of a character like him.
So you're telling me that Thaddeus is either on his way to the fire spirit, or the fire spirit's going to make itself known by other means very shortly? Is that what I'm getting at?
I believe so. I think we need to get to the fire spirit first.
I don't suppose that looks like a druid to you, does it? Because I'm really hoping it doesn't. If I was going after the fire spirit and a druid was the only one who knows his way there...
This is the body that you saw before.
Doesn't look like any druid I've ever seen.
The corpse does not appear to be of one of druidic nature, but rather a wasteland warrior.
I met her. She came up to visit me. She's one of the spirit folk.
Right.
If we can, well...
I need to know.
If you're not going to be in the boot, I'd like to take her back with us.
Sure. Ricky, I need to know what the priority is right now. If Thaddeus is eating up a fire spirit for us and fucking off-world, then that's not good, but at least it's not going to end us all tomorrow. He may go wherever else. There'll be nothing for him anymore.
I don't think you want to understand the consequences that would come from losing two of the primal forces of this planet.
I don't.
Both
no, I
the
don't
water
understand any of
and
this.
the fire spirit.
I'm asking you to prioritize. As someone who knows about this, what should we be doing right now? Should we be talking aliens? Should we be talking spirits? Should we be talking Thaddeus? What we
To
doing?
the spirit, we understand a way into the volcano. That is step number 1. I need to get in contact with this druidic spirit. And without a spirit guide, I'm, you know, I just gotta wing it, I guess.
Listen, there's a reason he brought a Dreadnought class destroyer and not a smaller ship. Yes, he blew this place up, but you don't need a fucking destroyer vessel to do that. Odds are he's looking to blow his own way into the volcano.
Look, when we were last here, he found us. I saw him as we were leaving. We tried covering this and, you know, not leading on to its value, but clearly he was able to find that out on his own, and, you know, he's taking it for himself.
Right.
There's more, though, this way. I need to see if it's all destroyed, or if he only got this far.
Right. If you say so, Ricky.
As you approach the spiritually entranced door, you can see that it yet still remains intact. Thankfully, by the grace of the spirits, it seems that Thaddeus did not make it further within the temple.
What's this?
It's a seal. It seems that it's still been contained and locked. It seems he never got past this point.
Right.
It's not good enough, but it's something. I don't know.
So what's this protecting, Ricky? What does this mean? I need to be able to prioritize here. What are we doing? I haven't been.
I need to find this druidic spirit.
All right. Well,
I don't know if I need to go further in or if I can access it from here.
Listen, I told you.
I don't want to.
If there is a time to feel it out, if you do have this spirit shit inclined, now is the time.
All right. You're right.
What do you feel like you need to do, Ricky?
I'm just gonna see.
And I was thinking I'd shoot a fucking alien today. Didn't expect this.
Child of nature, of wood and furrow brow, 3 of 4 have been after. To need them all.
You're breaking up a little bit, Spirit.
His appetite will not be quenched until all 4 are present. You must free the 3 of 4 before it is too late.
One of them is fire, and one of them was water. What of the others? Is it shadow and dawn? Is it lightning and earth?
Spirits eaten, a loss. But we speak of the walkers. It is through their lens the Eater seeks to enter the realm of spirits, for he cannot without all 4.
Real talk, I don't know if I can hear this.
He's taken one of them.
He has taken 3 of them.
Oh, fuck.
You're right, Ricky.
The 4th lies embraced by those that love her. A guilt and grief weigh on her mind. Her power is roiling. From this guilt, it is unchecked. The Spirit Eater has already caught her scent. Child of Forest, you must stop him.
How do I protect her?
By whatever means you can. Or save the other 3. Spirits will walk with you. But this is a mortal affair. Please. You must keep us safe.
Ricky, you're talking to a wall. I take it there's... You... Okay, right, where are we?
Yeah, of course I'm talking to a spirit. What do you think, I'm just talking to a wall?
I don't know what you're fucking doing. I've never done this before.
Alright, well just go with it.
Alright, I'm going with it, Ricky. I'm 100% there. I am not 100% there.
Just one more thing. The volcano. The fire spirit inside. After what we've seen with the water, we need to talk with it. We need to access it. We need a way in.
Within the spirit. Within the realm of the stone. You see only the fire's rage. Images flash to your mind. A way in, perhaps. Perhaps not. Find out next time on Callous Row. For like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my
God!
A cliffhanger! Yeah, we can probably start back here. Right where we left off. Yeah. Alright.
Yep.
Good job, everybody.
Sleeping
Respawn time.
on the rocks.
Everyone's dead!
Yay!
Wow!
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah! Let's respawn, everyone!